What is up, everybody? It's your brother Shamar with Ancient Watchmen. Welcome back to Friday Night MaYaM. Shalom, everybody. Malaya, Shalom. Welcome to this podcast. We are live. We are direct. Stick around. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. I guess Brother Saya has more questions for Jose Vega and I, so we're gonna share the link in a little bit. And we're going to allow brothers to come in and speak their piece like we always allow them to do so. Other than that, welcome to the live. Shalom. This is your brother Shamar with Ancient Watchmen. Stick around. All right, everybody. Shalom. Welcome to the live, man. Once again, I'm gonna wait for more brothers to join in. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing well. Once again, stick around. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of things, especially regarding the weather manipulation, because that's exactly what I was gonna talk about on last week. But we had a little detour with like going back and forth with brothers that joined our panel last week on both our podcasts. So I was gonna speak on that on Monday Night MaYaM. I mean Monday Night Smoke. I couldn't do it because we got guests on the show. But other than that, welcome to live. Stick around. We're gonna go in a little bit, but hang tight. Shalom. Yeah, let me share the link, bro. Let me share the link for brothers to join in a little bit. I know Saya wanted to join in, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll fill it out, because I really want to bring out these. It's not a deep subject. It's just that something that people are not realizing when it comes to this weather, especially the crazy weather that a lot of the Texans had. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? You know what I'm saying? So it has to do with like geoengineering, geopolitics, and also it has to do with like weather manipulation done by the government. I know it sounds far fetched, but the facts are out there. If any brothers want to research on that, you guys have more knowledge when it comes to that, you guys are more than welcome to join the panel and share waters to the people. Welcome to live once again. This is your brother Shamar. Yeah, man. So yeah, I was talking about I don't know if you guys can remember when Donald Trump hold on, let me see. Give me a minute. Yeah, Saya, Saya, Shalom, bro. Welcome to live. What was your question, or do you want to come on the show? Let us know, bro. Other than that, you can type it in or click on the link, bro. Either way, we'll go into it. I don't know what you're gonna talk about or what kind of questions you're gonna ask us. So, Vega,
Bro, bro, bro.
what's up, bro?
All
What do
right.
you do? What do you do? What you doing?
No, no, I was just here watching a movie with my daughter.
Oh, damn. What movie you're watching?
Uh, I guess it's a new movie that came out.
Oh
Raya the
yeah,
Last Dragon.
nah, that's a great movie. But I haven't watched it, bro. I've seen the trailer, bro.
Yeah,
It seems pretty powerful.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Anyway, Shalom, everybody. Welcome to live. Saya, I don't know, bro. The link is in the chat group right now. You can click on it and bring yourself in. Other than that, we're gonna wait for more brothers to join in. If any more brothers are gonna join later, I don't know. We'll see. Saya, Shalom, bro. Welcome to live.
Yeah, I just had a couple questions. I wasn't even, I wasn't trying to take away like from your lesson. 'Cause I know y'all probably gonna talk about harp and all of that, stuff to inform the
Yeah, a
people and
little bit.
stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty old news. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about harp and stuff,
Yeah.
but harp is kind of like a recent thing. Like there's these articles that I found from the 19 what is it 1940s, bro. Even going back to
Hmm.
the 1800s, like a lot of people were talking about weather manipulation, bro. So I'm gonna bring out the receipts on that. But yeah, man, go ahead.
Yeah.
What was the question, or what do you want to ask Jose Vega and I?
Oh, okay. Cause on one of your last live streams, I had seen you had pulled like a picture of a Israelite statue or something like that. It was
I
like
mean,
you was comparing him with another brother, like you was showing their facial features and
Yeah, he's talking about the stone head of the king.
oh
You know.
yeah, the okay. Let me see. I think I have the images. Hold on, Asaya. Let me show you if this is what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, bro. But let me see. But what was your question on that, bro? I think I know what you're talking about. What was your question on that?
I was gonna well I had like two questions with that thing and then I wanted to also ask you about the gypsies. Um I was gonna say with that is like okay like where did you find that in like your sources and stuff like that, like you actually like support that image?
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. Let me show you the source, bro, on that, cause I have the whole article on that. Let me find it, bro, and I'll share it with you guys. As a matter of fact, we can read it together. I have the whole article on that. I showed these to the Council of Against Canaan back in the day. We had a council against the wars of Canaan. So I shared there a while ago, but I have the article. I'll share with you, bro. Hold on. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the live. Mija, Sikom, Rascon, Shalom, bro. Welcome to the live. Um, you know. we're just gonna talk about stuff. I don't know what, but I
Yeah.
want to bring out the the weather manipulation that happened in Texas, because a lot of people say that it was just a natural event, like it was naturally made. But there's evidence that you know there was a government control weather manipulation going on in Texas. So, but stick around.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. You know, cause snow when you burn it, it should melt,
Uh-huh.
not turn black. You know,
Facts, facts.
and then
Oh,
they was doing the whole pesticide. I forgot what act it was, but they was doing like the whole pesticide stuff. Spraying it into the weather and stuff like that. I forgot. I want to say it's like the 70s. I want
mm-hmm.
to say it's the 70s. So yeah, uh, Esau and they tricks. Yeah, I get y'all on that.
A ver.
And what was the question you had about the gypsies while Ayash is looking for that article?
Uh, um. Okay, so my question was, so do the gypsies actually fit the curses, or are they lawless people? Like
Oh my God.
from y'all understanding, like do they actually fit the curses, or are they just like I would say lawless people? Like what I mean by lawless is like they don't have no respect for the government and like they basically do their own thing.
Bro, hold on. That question that you're asking, I mean, it's a good question, but I mean, if you use your logic, bro, what you're asking is I don't want to say stupid, bro, but it's dumb. You know why? Because what you're asking is saying, well, are these people the Israelites, and are they keeping the commandments all throughout the ages? Of course not. Our people fell. This is what we read in Lamentations chapter 2, verse 1, that the beauty of Israel was taken away. We were brought down from heaven, right? And that goes in various levels of understanding. So for you to try to imply, well,
Well,
are these gypsies lawless people? Well, they were not lawless people, because even throughout their migration patterns, all throughout the ages, they were keeping the commandments. As a matter of fact, let's start with that. Let's go with that, bro, because we have a record of all of them basically practicing various Torah laws throughout their migration patterns,
yeah,
and I'm
that's
gonna
what I
show
was
you.
gonna ask you to do. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. That's what I was gonna ask you to do because I remember we did a comparison
Oh yeah,
of laws that the gypsies follow that go directly with Torah law.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
so
saw that I saw that Jose in the video that you sent me, and my question wasn't necessarily if they were keeping the law. I'm talking about like their oppression that they have been through. Was it based off of the curses, or was it based off of them not keeping like the laws of the land of wherever they stayed at? Because
I,
like okay, so I'll give you an example. So like say like from what I've seen from the ones in Romania, I want to say Turkey or the UK. Like basically like they just be like, well, we're not sending our kids to school. We're not applying for your government. The ones that like basically don't want to fit into society or anything like that, like they basically like take stuff and build their own houses and like on like an empty plot of land that they did not purchase from the government. So it's
okay,
like when they're getting their houses taken from them and stuff like that, the government is basically telling them like this is our land and we gonna knock
okay.
down your house because you didn't pay for this.
Okay, well, basically, what you're referring to is the white man, because the white man is the one that came on the side of the world, established themselves in. settled in, just like a lot of these African, the Hamites that came on this side of the world, the Sidonians, and basically took over our lands, killed our indigenous, rape our women, became the new kings, the new emperors, before the Spaniards arrived on the side of the world. When the Spaniards and the Edomites arrived on the side of the world, we had Africans that had already amalgamated some of our culture, some of our lands, raped many of our women, and took over some of our kingdoms, even to the point that they mixed in their bloodlines with our bloodlines, so on and so forth. So if saying, well, these people stole people's lands, well, the white men stole people's lands, whereas the
No,
gypsies,
I'm
hold
not.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Whereas the gypsies, they have never stolen nobody's lands. They've been in exile for since the Babylonian captivity, all the way until now. And everywhere they go, they have nowhere to live, nowhere. They just stay in places. Even until now, you go to Europe, you study like the things that are going on in Europe, in England, and France. You'll see that they live in the ghettos. They look like Hispanics, bro. So
Yeah.
now, for going back to your first statement, saying, well, are these people lawless? Well, they were never lawless. They kept some of the laws, but we know that according to the commandments, I mean, the Torah and the prophecies concerning the 12 tribes, it said that we were going to fall from our state. We are the fallen angels, the fallen spirits from ancient times. So the 12 tribes fell from the rulership, spiritually, emotionally, in all aspects, even physically. We lost our land, we lost our temple, burned it, all burned up. Our Torah got burned up for the first time. When the Babylonians invaded. I mean, yeah, we became lawless in that sense, but also we practiced some of the laws. So we weren't always as lawless as our people are today. So for you to
Uh,
even make that statement, it's really irrelevant, because we can go into the same thing, bro. We can talk about the so-called black men, whether they're lawless. I mean, we can say that they've always been lawless on these lands. They don't belong here. African Americans do not belong here, and the Sidonians that came on this side of the world do not belong on this side of the world, because this side of the world was promised to the Shemitic tribes, the exile of the so-called Northern Kingdom, and the rest of the Southern as well.
okay, maybe I didn't word it correctly. So I'm gonna try to rephrase it so I think you can get what I'm saying. So like when people oppressed them and they were being oppressed and like say they went so say they migrated and we'll just say England or whatever. And England allowed them to come in. And England was like, okay, yeah, you guys can come in or whatever. And then instead of,
You know why? Do you know why they were allowed to come in?
well, I mean, that's not the point that I'm trying to get to. The point
No,
that I'm
but
trying
do you know? But hold on. But do you know why they were allowed to come in?
to, okay, why were they allowed to come in?
So you don't know why.
No.
Okay, so you don't know why they come in. Yeah, you're speaking, on the fact that they came into England and they were allowed to come in without you even understanding why was the reason why they even were allowed to come in, which you don't know. But you're here talking about as if you know. But okay, that's fine. The reason why they were allowed to come in is because they disguise themselves as tributaries of the crown of England, and that's why they even faked their papers to come into England to say that they were citizens of England. I mean, and they didn't do it just with England. They did it with Spain when they came into Spain in the 1400s. They did it there too, faking their papers, saying that they were some sort of priest or you know uh, something from the clergy of the Catholic Church back in those days. And that's why
Yeah.
they had transcripts in which they were allowed to go into the country. That's why they were allowed to, because they were always hiding. Because if they find out that they were the gypsies, they were being enslaved and brought into subjection, like that, like it's happened before.
Okay. I mean, that's information that's good, but that wasn't what I was alluding to. I was just saying, for example, like if they allowed them to come
Uh,
in,
hold on, bro. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Vega, can you send me the article, bro? I know you had it. Can you send it?
No, I had a screenshot of the article for when you shared
Oh,
it that day. I don't know if you could look it up. I think it was the Inquisitor, something like that.
okay, Inquisitor. Okay, let me see. What's the name of the what? Okay.
It's www dot INQUISITR.com. That's what it looks like. It says.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what I was saying, bro, was I was just using it as an example. I wasn't um into those details of that part. Cause yeah, okay, yeah, that part. Now that you said it, you did say that in your video. Um, but my point was this: it was like, okay, so say they allowed them to come in. They came in and they basically said like, okay, we're gonna do our own thing. Like we're gonna build our own houses. We're going to basically not we're gonna work for ourselves, build our own houses, and stay amongst our community. Granted, I get that. So when they going around and they're taking stuff, they're not purchasing it. They're just taking like I guess you would say like trash or whatever, or stuff that's recyclable. And they built their own house and they put it on their own land, on the land that the government owns, and they're not paying land taxes, mortgages, and stuff like that. And then the government come through and take their house. Is that a part of the curses, or is that them just not being smart in a sense?
No, that's part of the curses, bro. Because even when you read the scriptures, it says that Judah was exiled from the land. So if you're exiled, where are you gonna go? You're gonna go to somewhere else that is not your land. So obviously, you wouldn't recognize the land because you're a stranger among all the strangers. So in that sense, for example, when our people was exiled into Babylon, what was our people doing in Babylon during the times of Jeremiah?
A lot of them they weren't doing their own thing. I can tell you that. Like they weren't just not following the rules of whatever king that was in charge.
Oh, okay. Well, they were brought from a high state to a low state, just like the scripture says in Deuteronomy 28 when it says that the stranger that's among thee shall rise above thee very high, and you shall come very low. So our people had to say certain things to say, well, we're not the Jews, just like
No,
it happened during time.
I
Hold on,
get
hold
that
on,
part.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Just as it happened during the times of the Greeks, when our people were commanded not to call themselves Jews. Well, the gypsies there was laws passed against them to say that it was not allowed to say that you were a gypsy. So they amalgamated into the culture. But even, for example, this is why I brought out the example of Babylon, because when our people was in Babylon, what were they doing? They were following the laws of the land of that country in which they became in subjection towards to. Now
Hmm.
they were following those laws, but they were also building houses. They were building houses in the land of Babylon. Remember in the book of Jeremiah chapter 23 when the Moses said, I think there was a conversation between the people in the land of Babylon and the people in Jerusalem, and the prophets, they were fighting amongst themselves, saying, "Oh well, the Mosai told us to build houses and chill and relax and be at peace." And there was other prophets that, well, no, the Mosai is gonna deliver us. And, we're gonna return back to Jerusalem, right? So there was a dispute amongst them. But the whole point in saying this is that the gypsies were experiencing the same thing. They were exiled from the land, so they had to be like nomads. They were living here and there. But even if that was the case, doesn't the scripture say in Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 56 and down, that basically the entire earth is what is part of the 12 tribes?
You
This is
know,
our
you know,
heritage, the entire planet.
you want to know what's a beautiful? You want to know what's a beautiful curse that the gypsies have a reputation for?
Is what?
Okay. Do you know that gypsies are known for being baby or baby eaters, right? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I heard that they call them that. I don't think that they actually are baby eaters. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
they call them that. Yeah.
I'm not saying that there were laws that if you saw gypsies cooking out in the street that you were allowed to kick over their pot to make sure that there wasn't like baby body parts or whatever babies in their soups, right? And stews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
so
seen it.
but for you to get a reputation like that, what would have had to happen?
What would have to happen? I would say that probably Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't say that. I mean, I think honestly, they had so many babies because I mean, if you have 20 children or 10 or 15 children, you had a lot of children or whatever. I mean, anybody can make a rumor about it. And then, if you were a poor people, like how these people were, and say you sold, like, you were selling your children because you didn't have money, then, I could see how rumors could start and stuff like that. Like, because they do have a lot of kids. So that's one reason why, like,
Well,
damn,
having a
our
rumor of of having a lot of kids is not what I'm asking about. I'm asking about how would you get the reputation of eating babies? Like how would you get that reputation?
I mean, you never know. I mean, probably somebody saw one of them eating one.
That's what I'm saying. So right, so you would think, right, if these, and remember, it's not just a person, it's a label that you're giving a people, a race of people. So if their reputation is to be baby eaters, right? And it's funny,
Hmm.
right? Because when we were talking about the curses, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, and we were showing you how when the Spaniards came on our land and forced us to starve ourselves to the point where we ate our own children. Remember, we bring out the books to show you that. Um, the same thing we say about the gypsies, you know what I'm saying? Because that's basically how they got their reputation on the Eastern Hemisphere.
By having them starving and eating their own children.
Getting, yes, fitting the
Okay,
curses of
but
fitting the curses of Deuteronomy 28, because that was one of the curses that when you get destroyed, you would get destroyed to the point where you would eat your own children. And for the gypsies that have that reputation on them, what did you say that would be a great curse that they fit?
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I couldn't really sit there and say. I mean, because they sit there and say a lot of stuff about black people that ain't true. So I
No,
mean,
say, well, can you name another race of people who are known to be baby eaters? Like, have you heard that about the Chinese? Have you heard about that about some East Indian clan or whatever the case would be? Like, do you know like another popular race of people that gets that that
yeah,
claim
I
on them?
mean, there's a few that come to mind as far as like you know that, but it would be more so, you know, um, cannibalism. I would think, not just that.
So let me ask you a question, Saya. So are people
Mm-hmm.
wearing practice cannibalism as part of the curses? Yes or no?
There's a lot of people practicing cannibalism,
Yeah. What is cannibalism?
eating another person.
Okay. Okay. So the question is again, do you believe that our people was eating human flesh?
Yeah, in multiple different multiple different nations.
No, 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 no. That's not what I asked you, bro. We're talking about Israel, our nation, right now.
Okay.
Do you believe? Do you believe? Listen to the question. Do you believe that our people was eating all the humans' flesh as part of the curses?
As part of the curses, I would say yes.
Okay. When would you say that happened?
Uh, you mean what? You mean what? This side or in
It
Jerusalem?
don't matter. It don't matter. Bring all sides. I don't care. Just answer the question.
I would say yeah. I mean, you got tales over here. You got tales within the Native American culture. You got tales within the African culture, or
Can you name me?
well,
Can you
y'all
name
say
me?
African.
Can you name me this African culture?
There's plenty of them that sit
Okay.
there
Well,
and say that
give
they
me a name.
cannibal.
Let me see if I can find it on Google. Let me see. Give me one. I'm ready. Go ahead.
All right. Hmm. Let me grab my phone.
Oh, so you don't know, bro. So now you're making this up.
No,
I'm not
no,
So
making it up,
I
bro.
think I think I know what he's talking about. I think I've heard of an African group that does cannibalism to this day, but I wouldn't consider them to be Israelites. But
right,
yeah.
right. But the whole point is that is me saying that if the gypsies were called or were known to be cannibals, that would basically pinpoint them or mark them as the Israelites as they're fulfilling one of the curses, which is what practicing cannibalism according to
Or
Torah.
having a rep, yeah, having yeah, having
I'm
that
glad.
reputation.
Like I
Being a
said,
reputation.
that's just like. But that's just like any propaganda, dude. You can't substantially sit
So
there and
your
say like
hold
that
on.
is a
So hold
fact.
on. So hold on. So your propaganda is better than our propaganda. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not
Okay. So
saying
then why are
like
you
our
saying?
propaganda.
Why
Bro,
can't you allow? Hold on. Why
relax
can
how
you?
you talk to me,
Hold
bro.
on. Hold on. You're on my
I'm not
show,
coming
bro.
at you. I
You're
know,
on
but
my
I'm not
show,
coming at
and
you
this is the way
disrespectful,
I
bro.
talk. Listen, this is the way I
Bro,
talk.
no,
You
it's
take it
not,
or
bro.
leave it.
You,
Listen, this is the
bro,
way I talk. So
this is what I'm saying, like,
I'm gonna say this again, bro. I'm gonna say this again. So for you to come up against the gypsies and get all
I'm not coming
wild
up
up.
against
Hold
them. I'm
on.
asking you
Oh, let
questions,
me
bro.
see. Let me see. Let me take you off, bro, because I'll bring you back on, bro, because you're not allowing me to speak. So I was saying, for you to claim that the gypsies are not the Israelites because that curse of cannibalism might have happened to other nations, it's absurd because we can also flip the same coin and give you the other side of the coin and say, well, so if these what we're saying is not true, then what you're saying maybe not true either, because then what is this propaganda? Is our propaganda, or is it your propaganda? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is this, bro? Like, your shit is right, but our shit is not. And why can you allow the gypsies to be the Israelites if they fit the curses? What is the
I'm not.
problem with that, bro? Like,
I'm
what?
not saying.
what
I'm not
okay,
saying
so
that, bro.
what seems to be the big deal
It's
whether or
not.
not the
It's not a
gypsies are
big deal.
Israelites?
It's
Okay, well
not a
then
big.
then what is your problem against the gypsies, bro?
All I'm doing is asking you questions, bro. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
I actually told Jose that I think they are our people
All right,
because
now
I
check
actually
this
seen
out.
them.
Check this
But
out.
I had questions about them because
All right.
I seen your video and I wanted to ask you questions about it. That was it.
All right, gotcha. Now, you earlier in the very beginning of these podcasts, you asked us whether or not the gypsies were a lawless people, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I asked you
Oh,
where
okay,
they.
gotcha. Now check this
Yeah.
out, right? Now I want everybody to watch because there's 14 people watching. I'm sure there's gonna be more or less. I don't really care. So the brother asked us early whether or not the gypsies were a lawless people throughout their migration. Now we're gonna go into this article that was written by an actual gypsy himself, giving us the oral history of our people, the so-called gypsies, gitanos. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna see the comparisons between the laws that they were keeping, the Mosaic law, and the Indo-Aryan laws, which they're accused of being, which is what, Elamites. Like some of the brothers are saying that, well, majority of the gypsies are Elamites, so on and so forth, right? Now we're gonna see if they're following the customs of Elam, or they're following the customs, or are they closer to our law, statutes, and commandments, which is the Mosaic law. We're gonna see. All right. Hold on, let me see. Give me a minute. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the live. All right. Let me see. All right. You brothers there or no? Say, you there,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
So, all right. So we're gonna go into these laws that the gypsies or the Roman people were following, right? It says, "You shall have no other gods before me." So that means what? That means that we're supposed to be a monotheistic society, right? Now
Mhm.
let's see what the Romani law follows. Strict monotheism, which is what, one God, which is the same as Judaism, strict monotheism. Now this is the Indo-Aryan laws, which is the Elamites. They follow many gods with a man deity and many lower ones. You see,
Mhm.
so how can they be Elam when they're following clearly the Mosaic law? We're gonna go into another law that the gypsies follow. It says, you shall not make any images of anything that is in the heavens or in the earth. You shall not bow yourself down to them, nor worship them, just like the white man is doing, just like the Hamites in a lot of these one West Hamitic camps are making the image of an African man with woolly hair, which is completely not found in Torah at all, ever.
Mhm.
But we can go into that too if you want. So we
No,
had the
I
Roman
agree with you,
law. Hold on, bro. The Roman
bro. I
law.
just said I agree with you. That was it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad we're on the same page. No black image, no white image, because the tribes were not white, the tribes were not black either. So Roman law, there is not any traditional image or symbol of the divinity, nor is conceivable that God might be in any way portrayed, which is what the Torah says, which is what Judaism says, or aka the so-called Torah believers. And obviously, we have the Indo-Aryan laws, which says there are many representations of the divinities as human, animals, male, female, or androgynous. So, I mean, were the gypsies really Elamites, or were they not lawless like a lot of these brothers are saying? Not, I'm not talking about you, Sai, because there's many people that said that that the gypsies, they're not Israelites. So we're gonna see another law. It says, "You shall not make the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain." Obviously, the name of God is unknown. Um, um, Same with in the scriptures. Obviously, we know when it says unknown because why? The scripture says that our heritage was taken away from us. That includes some of our customs, our own land, which is basically what it goes into when we read in Jeremiah 17. I don't know, 17:9, I believe, when it talks about that. So that's another law that the gypsies had. So they're not a lawless people as we. I mean, we're on the third. We're on four. Four commandments says, "Remember the day of Shabbat to keep it holy. You shall labor 6 days and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Shabbat to the Lord your God. It's a rest." It says some Romans still keep the seventh day as holy. Friday is called by the name of Parashat, and in the evening, Roma used to light candles, right? Which is the same thing with the Torah. And then the Elamite says, it says there is no such a custom among Indo-Aryan peoples. Monday is the holy day in northern India. You see, so if they were really Elamites, why? How come they didn't assimilate or had the same beliefs as the Indo-Aryan or AKA Elamite nation? Huh? But they're keeping the commandments. We gotta go into more commandments, bro. I mean, the list is on and on and on. It says, "You shall not blaspheme God nor curse a ruler of your people." In the Roma community, it says blasphemy is a great sin among Roma, as well as cursing an elder. You see, blasphemy and curse are the sins as written in the Torah. Same. It says in the Elamite, it says the concept of blasphemy does not exist at all. So again, the gypsies are not Elamites. They were keeping the commandments throughout their migration patterns, so on and so forth. Um, it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, that Hashatan came also among them, and Hashatan stood up against Israel. The children of Belial or Belial all have withdrawn the inhabitants of the city, saying, 'Let us go and serve other gods.'" Job 1:16, First Chronicles 12:1, Deuteronomy chapter 13:13. Among the gypsies, it says, Roma believe that there is one enemy of God. That is what Satan means in the Hebrew, who is a fallen angel and less powerful than God, and is the enemy of Roma people. His name is Ben. It's a word related with frog that was a figure of the devil in the Jewish symbolism of the Roman periods. See Revelation 16:13, which talks about the spirits that I also brought this out before. Uh, this evil one this evil one is called also vivuso, impure, and bilasho, a term that is equivalent to belial. You see? So again,
Mm-hmm.
there is no such a thing as what they believe, or the gypsies believe, is correlated and related to what the Elamites do not, they don't follow the same customs of the gypsies, the Jews, and what the Torah states. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I mean, we can go into the law of the justice, bro. I mean, I can read you this whole thing, and we can go in comparison after comparison after comparison, bro.
Well,
Gypsies were not a lawless people.
what I meant by lawless, I didn't mean by them not following the laws of the scriptures. I meant like them following the laws of the land. So that's why a lot of people oppress them, or they talk, or they talk bad about them, because like like if like let's just say for us, like we brought up Black Wall Street last time too. So like for us, when we built Black Wall Street, they bombed it, right? So it seems like that these people, when they on their own, or whatever the case may be, like they mess with them, like they be like, well, you can't build this house here because I own the land and this is my land, and then they knock down their house, and then they got to go stay somewhere like in an abandoned building or something like that. So that's what
And
I
that's
was. That's
fine,
what I
bro.
meant. That's what I
Yeah,
meant by are they going
and
through
bro,
curses?
and that, all of that, bro, that's also part of the curses because the scripture says that they will be cursed in the city. Obviously, they will not be wanted, like just like the Native Americans are not wanted, just like the so-called Hispanics, Native Americans are not wanted. We're not a wanted people, even in our own land, bro. We have strangers amongst us living, passing out laws against our own people, unjust laws, unjust laws that were created, birth in the blood, shed, and tears of our people. So of course, like obviously, you're gonna have our people being oppressed in the city, out of the city, in the field, bro, everywhere, bro. That's exactly what you see with the natives, Hispanics. I mean, look at these laws of this land, bro. They're
But
trying
that
to
don't.
make hold on, they're trying to get immigration laws against the people that were already here in this land. So that's crazy. That is just
Mhm.
crazy, bro. How can you pass laws that were based on blood, shed, and tears of our people to uplift your own people? Huh? And it's the same thing with the gypsies. The gypsies had to follow the laws, and they obviously they were unwanted. They were, not desired, just like the scripture says. Come to the Most High, all nation not desired, gather together, right? That's exactly what it says. Why? Because our people are not desired.
But that don't apply to us, the blacks.
No, because you guys are the curse. The most cursed, bro. Slaves of slaves. Listen, the 12 tribes, we were debased, we were brought to a low state. Yes, we can see it, everybody knows it, but everybody seems to ignore the facts and sink their heads in the sand like ostriches, right? But the fact of the matter is that our people are going through the struggles, and our people were brought low. But even though we're in a low state, guess who is lower than ourselves? The so-called canonized, they're the lowest of low, bro. We are low. Well, they're the lowest.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't quite say we're the lowest of the low,
Well, that's what the scripture says, bro.
but in reality, that's not true. Like we're not the
Well,
lowest of the
well,
lowest.
well, well. Reality is what everybody's saying. So-called
Well,
black men say,
obviously, if the scriptures say it, then that means it has to be also in reality, which we're not the lowest of the low. Yeah, I mean, just like y'all, we're not desired either. Like Jose, he likes to use this word clown. Does he even know where that word came from?
do you?
Yeah,
Okay, give us this etymology of the word clown.
clown. Well, it's not necessarily the etymology, but they used to make fun of us back in the day, and that's the reason why the clown has an afro like us and a big nose and a smile, stuff like that. So it was a derogatory term used for black people, clowns.
Okay,
So
so what
that's
does that
that's
prove?
one thing.
That
So
proves nothing, bro. That proves nothing. What are you proving?
what what I'm proving is that to be you're saying that people have to be undesirable. So when I did the comparison between us and them, we have a lot of comparisons with them. Like as far as like being made fun of, you know, not being always being like I guess you would want to say like at the bottom or whatever.
Okay, so
Um,
that means the lowest
so
of the low. You guys in our low
so that would
state, bro. So you
so that would
guys, you
also
guys,
mean that they the lowest of the low
are you there,
because
bro? Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay, well, I was saying, what you just said proves that you guys are in a lower state than ourselves because you guys even complain that the so-called Hispanic community, we're more united, we have better economics than you guys, and obviously it's true. Why? Because even though we're in a low state right now, we're struggling still because we're still invaded under the invasion. We're still even under colonization, even after 500 years, right? And even though we're going through all this shit, bro, we managed to somehow survive, whereas you guys don't. You guys are even lower than ourselves. I mean, we
We
are
don't.
in a low state, but you guys are even lower. That's why you guys complain like, oh, you guys have better economics than us. You guys got more united families than us. Duh.
And
Duh.
then and then and
When
then
the scriptures say
now
that your eye shall
uh,
be evil
Hold on, bro.
toward your brother, oh, what
I
happened?
would say I would say that like you have to admit like a lot of Negroes do make that argument. They'll be like, even though they're like, oh, even though we know that you Hispanics were oppressed, our people are being oppressed more than your people, even in your countries. That's where they'll be like, oh yeah, the Afro Mexicans, they don't get recognition and blah 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 blah. Why? Because we're the lowest of. That's so I'm just saying, this is what Negroites always complain about them being treated the worst out of everybody in the world, and that's what Shamar is basically saying. But you're here saying that, well, no, that it's not like that. Well, if it's not like that, then why do we constantly see Negroes online, whether it's in the Hebrew community, the Kemet community, or whatever community, the Aboriginal community? You know, you have Negroes claiming that they're the original Native Americans. They'll always tell you whatever group that they are being treated the worst and the lowest out of all races on the planet. But yet we're here now. You're saying that no, that's not the case. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't agree with that because I didn't been there in the trenches in the struggle with Mexicans and, and Native Americans. I done been there, so I see the same things that happen to my people happen to their people. So I don't
Yeah,
really
and
see.
again,
I don't really see.
they'll acknowledge it, and I told you that, and they acknowledge that these Aboriginal, these Kemet groups, they'll tell you like, yes, we know your native has suffered, but they'll still tell you, but we're still treated the worst. We're this, we're that. Our community,
Nah,
whether you're in Brazil or Colombia, if you're a black man there, you're gonna have it worse than anybody, and like y'all constantly say these things in all walks of life.
As a
You see
matter
what
of
I'm
fact,
saying?
bro. Yeah, and
mm,
as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, don't they always complain like, well, the Native Americans, they got money, they got some land, but we don't. We never have reparations. I mean, don't they complain about that, bro, all the time?
yeah, they do, but they don't understand because a lot of them haven't been around Native Americans and stuff like that. The only ones that got that type of money is what you would call the $5 Indians, or the ones the ones that basically I say they sold out. That's just my personal opinion. They
Oh, that's a
sold out.
personal opinion because according to
Yeah,
the fact, there's a clan of Africans that they're the richest. What is it? Vega, is that in the Midwest or the west side, West Coast? The
The
casino
Western
owner?
Hemisphere. The Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, the West. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? We can rebuttal that with that,
I'm not.
and you
You
gotta
see,
wear.
that's the whole entire thing. It's like y'all trying to say, like, who got it bad, who got it the worst. It's like y'all basically saying we
Well,
got it the worst,
no,
and
we're not saying that.
that's
No.
not
No, we're not
true.
saying that, bro. We're not saying that. You're saying it. What we're saying is that we're going
No,
through the
I
process. No, you're saying that because we never said that. It's like, well, we had it worse than you. You guys, you're the ones that complain that you guys have it worse than us, and it's true. You guys have it worse than us. Why? Because you guys are, the lowest of the low. We are on the low stage. You guys are on the lowest. It's like a superlative. The grammar rules.
mm, I mean
So now
I don't agree.
let me read about the article that you were referring to this phase, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's read it. Hold on. G Shy, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You said my comment won't be allowed. I don't know. I don't know what comment you were talking about, but other than that, Shalom, bro. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you guys are here. Um, G Shy, do you want to come and blow the trumpet, bro, in a minute? If you have a minute or not, let me know if you can, bro. It'd be beautiful. All right, Shalom, everybody. Welcome to life. So, Saya was asking about this image. So, what do you want to do about this image, Saya?
Okay, so you was comparing him to another brother, and then you said that pretty much he had you said he had cornrows.
They're not cornrows, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he has a bandana on his hair, and his hair is straight. You can tell.
Oh, his hair is straight.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty straight.
Okay, cause you showed a brother with braids or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was asking you, um, you know, like okay, so why did he have so now? Yeah, because now you saying his hair is straight. But I was gonna say like you said cornrows, so I was gonna have to get on you
Okay.
about that.
Well, our people can do cornrows too, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but
Like,
cornrows
well,
is
in Spanish we call them trenzas. Like
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, I had trenzas before. I had two like the Native Americans. They
the two
twist their hair.
braids.
Yeah, well, they're braids. We call them trenzas.
Hmm.
So the other brother was a so-called Hispanic man that had the same style as hair as this brother right here. That's
Okay.
what you, I don't know
Just
what you're
like
trying to imply,
So
but
what I'm
just like
trying to
King
say is that if
Harold.
you're saying cornrows or whatever, culturally, that's West African. You know that, right?
yeah, that's cool, bro. You gotta also remember that our people took on the customs of the other nations. I mean, all throughout the
Nowhere,
ages.
nowhere in history do you guys have any images nor pictures, nor is it recorded that you guys ever wore cornrows.
It's right
Because
here.
based off of
It's right here, bro.
you, that would
But
be like I said, that would be a West African. That would be a
Uh,
West African
yeah,
thing,
that's fine,
and
and that's fine,
your
bro. And
people.
again, I'm going to reiterate that the scripture says that we took on the customs of other nations. We mingle among the other nations.
Y'all
Obviously,
wouldn't have took on
we
those
yeah.
customs back in those days.
Ex- Excuse
Because
me.
y'all wouldn't have took on those customs back in those days because everybody wore their hair according to according to their culture to represent their authority and power.
Not necessarily, bro, because even the 12 tribes are they're a speckled bird. They have different vibrations. Every single one of the tribes, bro, it's a different gem. You mean to tell me that what is it? Quartz is the same as lapis lazuli? It has the same frequency? Of course not. Every single stone or the crystal stone in the ephod of the Levites has a specific frequency, bro. Just like every human being has a specific frequency within his genetic makeup. You can't make us robots, bro. We can't all be the same. What are you
Yeah,
talking about, bro?
I'm not making y'all all the same, but
Okay,
that's
well,
my whole
that's a big
entire
deal,
point.
bro.
Okay, this
No,
is
not really, because we live in the land of Canaan. We took on their customs. As a matter of fact, we spoke the language of one of the
okay.
what is it? What? Excuse me.
I said okay. So then, why
Hold
is
on.
it
No, I'm
not
not done. I'm not done. It's
okay?
just you like to interrupt all the time, bro. What I was trying to say is that we even took the customs, the languages of the other nations. I mean, we were speaking the language of Ashdod, who was Ashdod a Hamite. I mean, what is that? Philistine, I believe. So we learned their customs, we learned their ways, even when we were in Egypt, bro. I mean, what was the whole idea behind building a bull? Because the Egyptians worship, the animals, so on and so forth. So I mean, our customs that we always wanted to copy the other nations, bro, all throughout the ages, since the ancient times, bro. So for you to say, well, we were
don't
these,
talk about that. That's
no, bro.
immature.
This is exactly why the Mosai called us what he called us to be Kodash, to be wholly separate from the other nations. Did we do that? Of course not. That's why we're here. That's exactly why we're in this fucking predicament.
So my thing is this. I'm not saying that they all look alike, but what I'm saying, but when y'all saying that we're not them, and then you show a brother with cornrows when that was never once in recorded in y'all history
It
whatsoever.
was.
Well, we
It
didn't
was,
say it was
I
bro.
can
It
corn. We
read.
was.
didn't say it was.
It
We
Hold
didn't
on.
say
was.
it was
Can I
cornrows.
finish? Can I
It
finish?
was. No,
It
sorry.
was
No, you
never.
cannot finish. Hold on, bro. Just gotta give me a minute, bro. Give me a minute.
Why I can't finish? It,
Give me a minute, bro. Give me a minute. You're in our show, bro. Like, relax. Damn. What were you saying, Vega?
Oh, I was just showing a picture of the King Jehu
Jehu, right? Let me
having the
let me.
same of showing the same hair as the image you're showing. They're not cornrows. That's the whole point. I don't know why the brother keeps saying that they're cornrows when they're just not cornrows.
I didn't say that. He said that.
No, can you show me where I said it, bro? Can you
You said
can
it
you
in your
pull up?
video.
Okay, well, show me. Like, what was the time code? So we can look it up right now. Like, we can clear this up.
I would
Let's clear it up.
actually,
Go.
I'd actually have to
All
rewatch
right, bro. Get
the
off. Get
video.
off the show. Go look it up. Come back, bro. And then we're gonna settle this like man. Like bring this evidence, bro. Like again, that goes against Torah, right? Do you have proof or you're just slandering, bro? Because if you're slandering, you're going against Torah. No. Now go get off the show. Go show us, the time code, and bring yourself in and bring in your accusation against me. Go ahead. I'll let you go, bro. Go. Come
All
back and
right,
then show
bro.
us this
Like,
evidence, bro.
all right, bro. Like I
Yeah.
said, like you,
No,
like
no.
this is.
Like I said, bro. Like I said,
Oh my
you're
god,
in the
bro.
judgment seat, bro. Okay, you're in the judgment seat. So now go ahead, get off the show, bring in this time code where I actually literally said out of my mouth, "Oh well, those are corn rolls." Because I know somebody that said it and it wasn't me. But since you're claiming it was me, well, you need to show me that it was me. Go ahead. I'm allowing you to bring your proof, bro. This is how truth judgment is done,
Okay, well, how
right?
about I bring a witness? The dude that's right here that you were talking to.
No.
Cause now
I
you,
said what
cause
I
like,
said,
bro,
bro.
you gonna
I
make
said what
me
I said.
so.
Take it, or you're gonna get off, bro. Either way. I mean, come on, bro. Like, isn't that easy? Get off the show. Go look at the, what I said. Bring me the time code, and
No,
we'll review it. Like, and I
all
will
right,
apologize live, bro. I'll be like, you know what?
okay,
Saya was right. I made a mistake. I must have forgotten. I'm gonna say that if I know it was a mistake.
all right, bro. I'm about to
I'm
pull
not
it up
afraid to
right
humble
now.
myself down in front of people, bro. So once again, get off the show, go get the time code, and then bring yourself back in. I'll share the link, bro. So yeah, so brother Ivory, yeah, my bad, my mistake again. Brother Ivory is the one that was saying that the 12 tribes. You brother there, can you hear me or no?
Yeah.
Bro, well, why you mute me? I'm playing the
Yeah, I can
video.
hear you.
No. I said bring me the time code, bro. Share the link in the chat group in the chat room, and then we'll play it, bro. I'll bring it on. I'll show it to everybody.
All right, bro.
What video was that, bro? Let me see.
It
Let me go to my
was
chat.
the Shasu Hebrew of the Great Spirit.
Okay.
You talking about the last video that we just did live? That you were talking to Ivory.
Bro, we can't hear anything, bro. Like I said,
I think
give me
he's
the
waiting
time
to.
code, bro.
I think he's waiting to hear it.
Oh, okay.
I'll mute while I find it.
All right, we're gonna mute you for now, bro. When you find it, let me know, bro. Um, yeah. Let me see. But anyway, bro, we're gonna deal with the brother one more time, bro, and then we're gonna let him go because I want to bring this out, bro. I've been postponing it for 2 weeks now, so um, Trujillo, who's that? Who is that? Who wants to come on the show, bro? Let me share the link. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to live. Let me
What I want to know is why are these niggas only scared to jump on a live, but they'll talk shit in the comment section.
I don't know,
That's what
bro.
I want to know, bruh.
Go figure it out. Go figure out. I don't know, bro. It's like, I mean, we're just the ancient watchmen, man. We're just watching. I mean, we'll let you speak your case, bro. I mean, that's fine. I mean, any Negro lives that are watching, bro, behind the scenes, any campers, bro, any camp members, any ex-camp members, bro, don't be ashamed of the truth, bro. Don't fear the gatekeepers that are, trying to guard this knowledge to go forth onto our people, to awaken them from their sleep, from the spell, bro. Because a lot of people are literally in a spell. Like that's exactly the problem, bro. And that basically goes into what I really want to speak about. It's kind of like it kind of fades into the subject matter that I want to speak about, right? Which is social engineering. What is social engineering? It says the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society, bro. And that's exactly that's exactly what the Edomites done, and that's exactly what the so-called black man is doing with these doctrines that they're pushing out onto the Hispanic and Native American community, bro. They're trying to do a social engineer. They're trying to regulate the future development and behavior of a society, meaning our people. They're trying to regulate how they think, how they believe, what they believe, how they interpret the Bible, so on and so forth, bro. That's exactly what's going on. Now, social engineering is nothing more than what? Brainwashing, bro, in simple terms. Brainwashing, social engineering, bro, is brainwashing at all levels, mentally, spiritually, psychologically, and even genetically, bro. Why? Because now these clowns, right? These Hamites, um, in their bloodlines with our bloodlines, so on and so forth. So Ben Cuevas. Oh, Ben Cuevas is right there. We're gonna bring in Ben Cuevas, bro. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
Ben
Oh yeah,
Cuevas,
I haven't heard from Ben Cuevas in a long time.
yeah. What's
bro.
going
Shalom, Ben Cuevas. What's going on,
Shalom.
bro?
on? Oh man, I just woke up. I was taking a little nap, but just hearing what's going on. I'm off work tonight, so uh, finally, I'm took some days off. So had a rough week.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah, that's good, bro. It's needed. I mean, like everybody needs to work. I mean, everybody needs to work, but everybody also needs to rest. You know,
yeah, man. Yeah, I
all
had a
that
16
stress, bro,
hour
it
day.
builds up in your system, in your mind. It creates anxiety and like depression, all sort of things, bro. And next thing you know, you get sick and whatever. So
Yeah, I had a 16-hour day today, so it was a pretty long day. So yeah, it's you know gonna take a couple of days off, go out of town over the weekend. So
that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. How's your wife and everybody else over there? Good?
yeah, everyone's good. Yeah, we're just relaxing and just yeah, they're actually gone. I was just taking a nap, and I was hoping I didn't miss the live tonight. I was trying to catch it that way. Because I'm usually asleep and I'm usually waking up about towards the end of it, like 9, 10 o'clock when I'm on going to work. And so they was like, I was like, oh, I get on today.
Yeah.
Like the very few, rare few times that I'm available. So
Yeah, man. It's great to have you, bro. It's been a long time since I've been at your house. I think I went to visit this brother like last year, a year and a half ago or so, but
yeah,
it was great to meet a lot of our people, out there.
yeah, man. Whenever you want to come down, let me know. My door's always open.
Yeah, much appreciated, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, we've been dealing with like a lot of these doctrines, bro, and it's like the same thing. And now you guys see like how frustrating it is, bro, to like deal with these individuals that are stuck in their ways without opening up their eyes to see the actual truth, bro. That they also been lied to. A lot of these dudes, a lot of these Africans, bro, they've been lied to, like literally by these scams, bro. By these the 1800 pastors and so on and so forth, and by the even by the white man, because the white man is the one that set them up. So it's just
Oh,
crazy, bro. And I see you guys, I see you, and I see you, many other brothers and sisters arguing, going back and forth with a lot of these individuals, bro, on the board, bro. Now you guys feel what Jose Vega and I felt when we started this whole thing, like, when we started
oh,
going back and forth with a lot of them, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
yeah.
You is time step that you started talking about it at 20 and 5 seconds, 20
Okay.
minutes and 5 seconds.
All right. Let me see. I said that the word cornrows, right? You said you there, bro?
Yeah.
I said that the word cornrows. You said.
No, you said braids, but
Oh, okay. Well, see,
they
it's not
got
the same, bro.
cornrows.
See, it's not the same. Cornrows
Bro,
and
the
braids are not the same.
the braids are cornrows, bro.
Okay, well, but you saying that only one group of people have them, which is you implying that only
I'm
black
not
people
saying
have them.
not only I'm not saying only one group has them, but I'm saying recorded in history. There's a like you can't say that that's not a West African custom or culture, and the
And you
braids
can't
are
say,
cornrows
yeah, that's fine, bro. And you
because
can't,
you have
yeah,
to
that's fine,
have a
bro.
certain type of hair texture to even have cornrows.
Again, braids are not cornrows, bro. I
Bro,
mean,
the braids that you showed were cornrows.
they were not, bro. They were not.
Yes, they were. Pull up the you pull it up.
Let me see.
Pull it up.
They were not. They were not cornrows, bro. They were called trenzas. We call them trenzas. I don't know if cornrows and trenzas are the same thing. So
I mean, they might be the same thing, but I mean, as far as the articles and stuff that I've read, your people never had that. Y'all never they never saw y'all wear cornrows. So that's my whole entire thing. Is like, well, how can y'all say we also aren't the people? Like, I believe y'all are the people, but y'all can't say we not the people, and then you show somebody with cornrows, and then talk about like, oh well, yeah, because I could read from the article where it says even pre-Mexican, pre-Hispanic days, y'all never wore that. Y'all wore y'all hair with the two long braids, and y'all used to wrap it with the little with some type of cloth. Oh, he dropped out.
You know, some Indian tribes also had dreadlocks. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a picture of a dude named I think his name is Baby Jack. He was a Cree Indian. He had dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, dreadlocks is also what you would call that would be like a Canaanite type of custom, the dreadlocks. But
Yeah.
the cornrows and braids is something, uh, West African. It's like specifically West African because the the other Africans can't have cornrows. Either their hair is a different
Well,
texture
yeah. There's some
or
African tribes. Yep.
yeah. So it's like some
I
African
get you.
tribes can't even have cornrows. So that's why I'm saying, like, when they be trying to say, well, y'all the Africans and y'all the same people, when clearly our hair says we're not, like Malak. And I think your hair, like, if I was a black person and I saw your hair, I would think you're black.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Exactly.
got that hair, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to tell him blacks and Africans aren't the same people. So how can y'all
anyway,
classify us as the same people when we don't even have the
Now,
same
I
hair
think
texture?
now it's they're not saying that all of so-called African Americans are not Israelites. It's those specific few that act in a certain way where it warrants us to call them by such names based off of how they are acting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree when he called them Hamites, the ones that are Hamites, I agree with that. But for him to say all black people are
I never
Hamites,
said all, bro. Again, you lying, bro. Again, you lying. Remember when I asked you to prove it? When would you say all? Did you ever say all? What are you talking
bro,
about,
every
Like,
time
bro?
you could
Where?
tell in
No,
your
no.
tone and
When
your
have we
mannerisms,
said
bro.
all, bro? When have we said
Bro, all I
all?
hear is whining shit from Zaire, bro. Stop fucking whining. All I hear, but we're constantly telling you the opposite. But you're saying all you hear. For me, it sounds like you have a hearing problem, a personal problem. I don't know. But how many times do we have to say it? 1,000 times? If we say it 1,000 times, will you stop saying that we're saying it all? Like I don't get it. We say it all the time. Just because you choose to hear what you want to hear and whatever, that's not our problem, bro. That's not our problem at all.
Yeah, and this whole idea about roles, bro. Like we have white people doing it, bro. We have Hispanics doing
Bro,
whatever.
the whole thing, bro, his whole argument was even fucking trash. Talking about only black people have braids and shit. Bro, you have Native Americans like this who had braids. So you can see these guys' hair are clearly braided. You know what I'm saying? And then you had what? Photos like this of Native Americans with locks and braids and stuff like that. So that's not again like these trait like I hate when people try to make like a certain trait just be about them when we see many cultures doing that. Matter of fact, I believe like dreads and stuff like that originated like what in India, I believe, not even in
Yeah,
Africa.
yeah, they're called Jatas,
Yeah,
Jattas.
it originated like in India or something like that in Asia. Didn't even come from Africa.
Yeah, there's some things that the Hindus do. They do that to worship what's that dumbass god? They think they call it Vishnu or some shit like that. Excuse my language.
yeah. Exactly, bro. So his argument is just it was bogus from the start, and then he was trying to say, well, the gypsies were, were the gypsies the lowest people, like trying to make an argument that will, well, the only reason why they were suffering is because they weren't following the laws of the land. Well, no,
I think I would think that you would give them props for not following the laws of the land, you know,
right, exactly. I mean,
doing their
like,
own thing. You know what I'm saying?
right, bro. I mean, look at the laws of this land, bro. Like, look what's happening. I mean, shit. Like, you got Joe Biden doing all this other crappy, signing all
Yo,
this laws.
exactly. Yo, I heard one thing that Joe Biden did. There was something that Trump had where he basically required all sex offenders to register as that in the United States. But Joe Biden he removed that or repealed it. So it's just like, dude, what is Joe Biden doing? He's not. He haven't even been like a year into his presidency, and he's already done things that are very suspect, like worse than Trump. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
But then again, like I don't really, like I don't like those presidents either way because I don't like heathens, like being set over us. They don't make. I don't like it. It pisses me off.
What do you think about this scripture, Jeremiah, when it talks about that you're supposed to choose a king of your own nation? What do you think about that? You there, bro?
Wait, can you hear me?
No.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just don't like how heathens get when they have when they feel like they have a like superiority over like a certain so-called minority group. Like Mexicans or stuff like that. Like it just pisses me off. So for me to go and choose a heathen as a president or as a ruler over my people, that's just stupid. I don't like
Right.
that. I'd rather have like what's his name, King David or well, what's that one of the other like one of the most righteous kings of Israel, was it Josiah or something like that?
Hezekiah.
Yeah, one of them. I'd rather have one of them as king of Israel or president or whatever, man. But it's just like I don't like heathens. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna blatantly disrespect them, but it's just like I don't like them, so I wouldn't have him as president at all.
Hmm. Right. Can you brothers hear me or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So I was simply asking, about the scripture where it says that we should choose an Israelite king from among our people. But if the white man if the white man is our brother, wouldn't that also be considered, like lawfully choosing, from our own family? I don't know, bro.
Hey, real quick, that Miha, I don't know who she is, whatever, but she said, how do I know that I'm not a Canaanite, right? Well, check this out. Like about 5, 6, 7 years ago, right? I like out of nowhere, I just started to feel like, okay, I'm a part of a special nation of people, not just any regular people, I'm not just Mexican, I'm not just that, I'm something more, something greater than that, right? So then fast forward a few months and stuff like that, I came across what you would call the 12 tribes chart. But prior to that, I had already felt like I was a part of a special nation of people. So from there, I realized, okay, the Most High put it on my spirit. He put it on my spirit, made me feel like this for so long, and then here I come across, 12 tribes chart. Not saying that I agree with it wholly, but the idea or the fact that I felt like this, and then I came across this, only like solidified the fact that like, hey yo, I'm not just some Mexican out here. You know what I'm saying? Like my people are important. We're one of the most like known people out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how some nigga only say, oh, no nation's trying to copy you, blah blah blah. Like that's a lie because I remember watching a video about some Asian people who were trying to dress like cholos, women and the men. They're trying to dress like the cholos you see in like Los Angeles and stuff back in the '90s. But yeah, that's how I know I ain't no damn Egyptian like Yahudium stupid ass says. I'm none of that. Like I'm a Hebrew. Period.
That's right. Yeah, man. So, Saya, bro, Saya is saying, can you brothers hear me or no? I don't know if you guys
It
can hear
says,
me.
so if blacks are Israel, why don't y'all include us on your chart? That's what Zaya just asked. That's crazy. We don't have a chart, Zaya. We don't kick a 12 tribe chart.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Because can you brothers hear me or no?
We don't kick a
Yeah,
12,
I can hear you.
12 tribe chart. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Right.
Exactly.
I think that chart is like highly flawed, right? Because we know Israel is scattered around the world. So if that's the case, why not find out who the other Israelites are and then include them as well? But I'm not saying the chart's totally accurate. I'm just saying like why don't we include other people that are Israelites too?
Because their
Saya, bro.
excuse,
Bro,
their
Saya.
excuse is,
Can can you can you brothers hear me or no?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, bro. Saya is saying, yeah, that was lied to too, because when the scripts talks about how great Israel is, we show that. Okay, well, the scriptures never says that when our nation fell, like we were supposed to be like showing all these great skills. As a matter of fact, the scripture says that our nation will be the tail. That's part of the curses. So how are we gonna be these great and mighty nation like when we're scattered and then we're going under the curses, bro? That's crazy.
Exactly. It's like somehow they say like, oh, like the Bantu, how they were taken to India and then they became kings in India. Like, okay, first of all, how did Israel or any Israelite become king while they were in captivity? That doesn't make any sense. And and then you have like I'm not trying to knock every single one of them, but then you got some African Americans who are like super famous and rich and everything, right? If they're Israelites, why are they not in a subjugated state? Why are they like rich and all that stuff? It's never stated in scripture where Israel would become prosperous in captivity. That doesn't make any sense.
Right. I don't know, bro. Saya, I don't know, bro. We're gonna bring you back on, bro. I'm gonna get started with my presentation, bro. But I don't know what else you want to ask. I mean, I'm gonna bring you on and see what you have to say. Because again, I don't know what you got that idea that we have a chart. We have no chart. We have no chart, as a matter of fact. Saya, are you there, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm here. But yeah,
Okay.
y'all do have a chart, bro. What are you talking about? On your ancient watchman thing, you said the
That's
natives,
not
the
a chart.
gypsies.
That's not a chart, bro. I even said
Okay.
etc. or something like that. I left three dots. You know what three dots mean? Like when you make a statement and you leave three dots afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
But my
Etc.
thing, yes, I know what etc. mean, bro. That's but y'all don't want to. But why don't y'all want to put blacks up there?
Because
It's
you
not
guys
like
are the
we not.
minority amongst it, bro. Because we even said it before. You
That's like
guys are the
that's like
minority.
that's like saying why you put Japanese on the paper, or why don't you put white people on the? It's like why? It's like I don't understand.
Bro, that just show the job that
What?
y'all hate us,
Bro,
bro.
stop
That's just
tripping,
what it
Saya,
is.
bro. Why are you
Wait,
always
wait, hold,
crying, man?
wait, hold on, wait, on
Oh,
our,
I'm
hold on.
crying.
He says we
Okay,
have a
so
chart.
then let's
Okay,
let's
hold
get
on. He
into the
says we have a
scriptures.
chart. On our chart, show us our chart and what tribes are the clans that we're claiming to be.
He got to show his ancient watchman thing.
All right, hold
Show
on,
us where on the
hold on.
show us the what chart, what clans or tribes are they claiming to be on it. Yeah, show there it is.
So you
All
said
right. So hold on, Saya,
Latino.
hold on, Saya, hold on. So you saying that this is our chart, right? Which is false. But now, if you're saying that this is our chart, what tribe are the Latinos? Does it say in this meme right here? Does it say what tribe are the Latinos? Does it say,
I didn't
Saya?
I didn't say anything about tribe, bro. I
Okay,
said
well
why
that's a
don't y'all
chart. No,
include us?
That is a
hold on,
chart.
hold on. Let's continue on, bro.
Because you're
Natives. I
talking
have
about a
natives.
comparative
Hold
chart.
on,
Oh, you,
hold on. Natives. It has natives. Okay, what does that mean? What tribe are the natives? Does it say? I don't see it. It just says natives. Gypsies. What tribe are they? Does it say? Of course not. Filipinos. Are they? What tribe are they from? Does it say? No. And those scattered abroad. Dot dot dot, which means you know there's more information on the matter. That's basically what it means.
so why wouldn't y'all say blacks then?
And that's why, because you guys are the minority, duh. And that's why I said, and those scattered abroad. So if you claim to be an Israelite and you're not a lying snake like a lot of these dudes, we might consider a tribe, one of the tribes. But if you lying on the scriptures, twisting the records, and all doing what Satan does, bro, which is lie, well, we're gonna call you, a serpent.
Yeah. So like y'all made like a little comment right now that y'all said why are some black, rich and stuff like that. And it's just like, bro, if you sell out, which we know they do because they start to
Anyways,
worship
bro,
Satan.
we're gonna let you go, bro, because right now you're going on a tangent, bro. You seems like you complain all the time, bro. You have any more
I'm going
questions?
on a tangent.
Anything else you want to address?
All right, let's address it because you said that Israel was the light of the world, right?
Uh, yeah, but what is the light of the world?
I mean, you tell me in your words, so I can give
No,
you
bro, no,
my
no.
understanding
You,
and
you,
understanding.
you, you, you are,
Because
you are. Hold on, you are an Israelite, right? Aren't you not?
yeah,
Okay, well, what is the light? I call every tribe should know what is the light. If you're in the so-called truth, right? What is the light?
well, me being the light is just pretty much just me, pretty much just being special in a sense.
All right, wrong. Let's go into the Torah, bro, because once again,
Okay.
you have a lot. No, I'm gonna remove your rule because your statement was wrong. You guys heard him. I asked him a simple question: what is the law? Everybody should know what is the light, right? We'll see what is the light, bro. We'll see according to the scriptures what is the light, what is a lamp, right?
Hey,
We're gonna see.
before you do that, I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, I just said let you. I gotta go right now. I got, I'm still gotta finish my PowerPoint that I'm doing. Deuteronomy 28, 100+ slides, bro. 100+ slides of information and scriptures. But yeah, I gotta
Damn,
go right
bro.
now. So I'll hit y'all later next time.
All right, Jeremiah. Thanks for
All
coming
right,
on,
bro.
bro. We'll see you around.
Yeah, no
Shalom.
problem. Shalom.
All right, man. So check this out, right? I asked him a simple question: what is the light? And he asked me, well, you tell us according to your own words. Well, I'm not gonna tell you according to my own words. Then I ask him according to what you believe, since you believe in the book, since he claims to be an Israelite, right? Now we're gonna go into our book and we're gonna see what is the light according to our book, right? Not our own opinions. You see, Proverbs 6:23 it says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light." You see, light. The law is light, meaning what? Thou should not lie. Thou should not, have all the gods. Like, a lot of you brothers have all these other gods, like a black Jesus, a white Jesus, and so on and so forth. Right? The law is the light. See, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. See, the hardships that we go through in life, those are the ones that teaches us about endurance and faith and hope and perseverance and patience. That's basically what it's going to. And the reproofs of instruction are the way of life. You see, so all those things teach us. All the things in life teach us a lesson. But the whole point is that the law is the light. So once again, you have a lot of these brothers always saying stuff that they don't know what they're talking about, bro. Just simple stuff. It's crazy. But anyways, we're gonna continue with our brother Saya has anything else to say, since he doesn't know what the light is according to the Torah.
Bro, so that doesn't make me great. I mean, like that's the whole entire reason why we have the law to make it set apart and great. You
Bro,
be a
just
light
stop
to
it.
the other nation.
Just
Oh
stop
my
it, bro. You
God,
I
bro!
asked you a question. I asked you a simple question that you couldn't even answer, bro.
You didn't
But
ask me
but
to answer according to the scriptures. I asked you
I said
your
it.
perspective,
Well, aren't you supposed to know the simple matters of the law?
bro.
Like
You
what
didn't
is the
ask
light?
me according to
You
the
supposed
scriptures,
to
bro.
know, bro. This stuff is basic. It's basic, bro. But anyways,
Bro,
man, we're
we're
gonna
having
let
a
you go, bro. Anything else you want to ask us, bro? Before we let you go,
go
because
ahead, man. Y'all got it, bro.
I gotta
'Cause-
continue with my presentation, bro. I've been delaying these for the past two podcasts. So
Go ahead.
anything else you want to say?
You can do your thing, bro. I'm not even mad at y'all, man. It's all good though.
We're not
All right,
mad
go
at
ahead,
you,
Jay.
bro. We're not mad at you, bro. It's just that it's crazy that you guys come on here and try to catch us in some sort of trap us in your own arguments, bro. It's
Bro,
crazy.
I'm
Like
not trying
you,
to trap you.
you guys think that you can come into the show, bro, and try to trap us in these weird arguments, bro. It's crazy. And when we ask you like
I'm not
simple
trying to trap
questions, you
you,
guys
bro.
don't even know what to answer. The law is the light. Simple, bro. So,
Bro, you
if you
didn't
guys are
ask me
lying,
according to the scripture.
guess what? There's no light in you, bro. Just like a lot of these dudes within these one West Hamitic camps, full of Canaanites and Philistines.
people
trying to
question.
deceive our people, bro. Just like them, they don't have the light. This is why they're lying. This is why they're always lying. Why? Because they prefer to hide in darkness where they can lie. And when they get exposed to the light, oh son, we're the devils. We might be, according to them, such and such and such and such and such and such, bro. It's like it's like crazy, bro. It's not. The law is the light. So if you're lying, if you're making stuff up, if you're adding onto the Torah, if you're taking away from the book, well, what does that make you? Not a follower of the light. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to live. Once again, it's your brother Shemai with Ancient Watchman. Welcome to live. We're gonna go on with the show, with the podcast, bro. Shalom. Oh, Ben Cuevas. Let me see. Yeah, Ben Cuevas. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what happened. You there, bro? Um, Ben Cuevas, you there, bro? Shalom, shalom. Yo, you brothers there or no?
Come here, Leah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened. What's that, Nick? Ben Cuevas, bro, you there?
Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened to you earlier, bro. You left us.
No,
You left us alone, bro.
It said I was in the back room, so I was just waiting patiently, just listening. But
Oh, okay.
I wanted to touch on what Jeremiah was talking about like a lot of people don't understand. Like, I mean, if you live out here, like on the West Coast, like car shows and stuff, like in Japan, the lowrider movement is huge there. Like in Japan, like the whole cholo movement where they dress like cholos. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, they want to be Mexican so bad, but yeah, I mean, just look at the lowrider culture. I mean, everybody wants to have lowriders. I mean, I mean, that's stuff that we made, that we brought out, and it just spread. It's worldwide. It's huge. When they have one here in Arizona, they have it there at the Cardinal Stadium, and there's probably close to 50,000 people. 60, 70,000 people. It's huge, and it's indoor and outdoor. But I mean, but I mean, everyone clings on to that movement. But yeah, it's huge in Japan right now. If you get a chance, just to check that out. But I mean, yeah, you have Japanese dressing just like cholos with the khakis, hairnets, the Dickies or Ben Davis pants with the white muscle shirts, and it's pretty wild. But a lot of people don't know that because they're not. If they live on the East Coast, or or down south, they're not going to experience what we experience down here, what we're used to seeing. It's been going on since the 70s. I mean, that I've known. I've been going to car shows since I've been in the 70s. Since it's been around in the late 70s when I was a kid. But yeah, but that's our thing. But yeah, all the nations cling on to that, which is pretty amazing.
Bro, that's beautiful points, bro. Also, like, to add on to what you said and what brothers have been saying, bro, for quite some time on the boards, on the battles that a lot of you brothers have with a lot of these Hamites, bro, and African converts, is that our people, like I said, copy the other nations, all the time. But also, like, I want to add what onto what Vega, Ben Quez was saying, is that like, you have the black woman basically envying the hair of our women. What are the what kind of wigs do they buy? You know what I'm saying? It's like
Oh,
it's crazy. Like, and that's what the scripture says too. Like the book of I think is the Apocrypha, when it says that the heathens will envy us, bro. Literally, that's exactly what they envy. They envy us, and this is why the black woman, all they want to do is have what, straight hair, like our people have, like stringy straight hair type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going
exactly.
on, bro. And they lie, bro. And they lie, like when they quote Isaiah chapter 3 verse
Yeah.
16 and 17, bro. That it's not referring to the physical parts of the woman of Zion going bald. It doesn't say that, bro. It's dark sayings, bro. It's parables that the Mosai was referring to the southern kingdom that was gonna get invaded, burned up by the Babylonians, so on and so forth, bro. So it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, but yeah, that's a good point there. I mean, a lot of the guys, I mean, they love our women. I mean, and it's basically because, I mean, they don't like the women because they don't really have any hair, and they love our women because that's a big characteristic that they like about our women, is their hair, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, that's a funny argument, but I mean, it's I don't know. It's a touchy situation with the black women because they get very offended by that. But I mean, it's true. I mean, that's the truth.
Right, right. But my point in saying that is, bro, is that they cannot use Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16 and
Yeah.
17, because we already addressed that like many times. And you got brothers. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys, if you brothers are interested in the class. We did a class a long time ago. It's right there.
And
You
what's
see, it's just,
and what's so funny about that curse is they act like their women are born that way. The women are not born that way. The only reason why a so-called black woman would get bald like that is from putting chemicals, perming, and doing all this stuff to their hair to the point where they end up being bald like
right. Yeah, Randy Torres, man, Shalom, bro. Welcome to live. Thanks for sharing the link. Any of you brothers that are interested in looking at the Cholo movement in Thailand, bro, it's right there. The link is right there. Brothers can go check it
Japan.
out, bro. What?
Japan, Josh. It's very big in Japan.
Okay, okay. Yeah, man. So once again, right there, that's the class. That's we decoded Isaiah chapter 3, 16 and 17. We went into the Hebrew, bro, and we broke it down for brothers to give you the understanding of what that scripture is talking about. And it's not talking about the black woman losing their hair. That's not what it's saying. But you brothers check it out, bro, and learn, take notes.
that. You know who really loses their hair? Cancer patients.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, I find that pretty funny, man. That that they get really offended by that, but I mean, it's the truth. You know.
It's crazy. Oh man. All right, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. I'm gonna show you something. I'll show you something. Hold on. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the live. Once again, we're live and direct. Again, you brothers heard Saya basically lying once again, making up stories, saying that we're saying that all Negroes are the Canaanites, so on and so forth. Obviously, all the Negroes are not all Canaanites, bro. Some of them are gonna be Sidonians, some of them are gonna be Jebusites, some of them are gonna be Amorites, some of them are gonna be Hittites, Jebusites, so on and so forth. And then some of them are gonna be what? Philistines, just like the scripture says. So obviously, we're not saying that all Negroes are Canaanites, because there's what, 7 major Canaanite tribes, and and you have your subdivisions of them, which is what, 11 or 13, I believe. I'm not sure. One of those two.
You know, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
I know he was gonna probably bring up those nappy hair guys on the Assyrian relief walls,
Oh yeah.
and you know how I mean, that's what they always go. You know what it ends up being, and that's probably like one of the few artifacts they can bring up. But I mean, they're not even Israelites. They're Elamites. If you go into Elamite archers, and then it'll pull them up. But the um the Elamites were helping a lot of people were in they were fighting together. You know, they were in alliance together to fight against the Assyrians because they were very powerful, and they were helping the Israelites against the Assyrians, and they became captive. And on those pictures that they're showing, you can notice the Elamite, the nappy hair one. He's walking in front of that's the one with the lady, and then they're pulling like a carriage, and you can see the difference between his dress and the way the Israelite is dressed.
Right.
They're
Yeah, I also brought that out
Yep.
in my response video to Sakari, because when Alazar was talking to Quana, he pulled up that picture that Ben Cuevas is talking about. And I remember I made a response video a couple of years ago, like what, over 2 years ago, showing how those were Elamites on the walls.
Mm, right. Yeah. And also like there was also Kushites there, bro. Like there was Ethiopians there because remember, like when our nation fell, like obviously we welcome many nations inside our land. So basically, our kingdom became a melting pot, also, like in a way. But we were commanded to stay separate from the nations that were within us. That's why there was a law that says the stranger that is among these, it shall be the same law, statutes and commandments. So yeah, so we mingle with them and so on and so forth. But there was I think there's a scripture in the book of Isaiah. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me grab my Bible and then we're gonna read it together. Let's see. Commercials, man, commercials. Yeah, shalom, everybody. Welcome to live. Hold on. Give me a minute. Yeah, I want to show you that even in the book of Isaiah, the Assyrians took many Hamites captives also, bro. Check this out. The book of Isaiah, chapter 20, verse 4, it says, "So shall the king of Assyria let away the Egyptians prisoners and the Ethiopians captives, young and old, naked and barefoot, even with their buttocks uncovered," which is basically how the black people have their genes. They're showing their buttocks, right? It says, even with their buttocks uncovered, to the shame of Egypt. You see? This is why a lot of these Africans have what? Their buttocks are shown when they wear their pants. You know, they're showing their booties, bro. It's like crazy. But you know, it's a shame, like the Egyptians. But the whole point of it, bro, is that the Assyrians later were kept as Egyptians, Ethiopians, as slaves also.
yes.
So right there, bro. Isaiah chapter 20.
That were
What's
there
that?
were many nations that were aligned. There were many nations that were aligned trying to fight the Assyrians because they were so powerful. And but you can see by the dress of that Elamite guy, the nappy hair guy, and you just look at the Israelites. They're trailing him, and you can see that their dress. I mean, they're totally different. And same thing even with the King Jehu. Those are the ones where King Jehu is kneeling down. Same thing. He's his style of dress is totally different from the Elamite. But yeah, those are like the very few. That's probably the only one they can use. But I mean, but that's been, that's bumped because those are Elamites. Those aren't Israelites. Edomites are still are Shemites, but a guy got on there like, wow, those look like, or you say that none of our nations can look like the Shemites. There's one. Well, the only reason why there are Elamites also that look like that, because if you go to the Zanj, there in Iran, the Zanj were the Africans that were enslaved over the Arab slave trade. I mean, prior to that, slavery's always been going on through there. Ishmael's always been subject to slave. Just going to the Zanj, Zanj, the Zanj people. Those are the black people there that are in Iran to this day that know their history. They know that their slaves were, I think, part of the mixture of those people. Now they're not the original there, because if that, in Iran would look like that, and they know what they look like.
Right. Right, exactly, bro. So the whole thing is an agenda, bro. And like I already explained it, bro, the agenda goes back to the 1960s with like a lot of these rabbis, black rabbis, bro, African rabbis, African converts, that had to recreate their own doctrines that they learned from the white man in order to push this agenda. And that's exactly what's going on. So I mean, we sound like robots, we sound redundant all the time,
Yeah,
bro, repeating the same crap. Why?
yeah,
Because people, you have to drill it into their minds. Why? Because they're too way brainwashed, bro. It's way too gone. Their minds are way too gone, bro. So that's why we have to repeat ourselves every single time. Just like Saya, just like a lot of these brothers that come onto the show. Oh well, you guys are saying that all the blacks are the Canadas. No, we've never said that. And then we asked them to prove that we said it's true, or we asked them for the receipts. They can't show it. They want to make up things up. They want to use scriptures and twist the scriptures. And when we address their points, they all of a sudden they're like, oh, I forgot, or I didn't think that I said that, or my bad. Why? They had to apologize because they know they're being caught lying once again. So
but yeah, that's a big yeah, that's pretty it's crazy, because I mean, it seems like it goes in cycles, like 4 or 5 months, 6 months, whatever it is, you'll get a whole new group that of Negroites or whatever, that haven't heard or haven't been debunked. They haven't heard Ancient Watchmen, or they haven't ran into anyone, and all they know are their camp doctrines, and it's the same thing, and you're just like, yeah, it's repetitive, and it gets annoying. I don't really like even like going into it anymore, because we're like, man, you guys are like 3-4 years behind. That's been debunked. It's kind of like watch this video, but of Ancient Watchmen, or Quana's videos, but then again, they'll be like, oh no, those guys, you guys are racist. It's the first thing they're gonna say. They're not gonna watch it. But
yeah,
it's the same old thing. It's just regurgitated, information. I mean, we just keep repeating ourselves, and it's very annoying. And it's kind of at the point where, man, it's like, I want to focus more on our people, and build more with our people.
right.
Man, it's the same argument. I mean, when that guy Zaya came on, it, same thing. You guys, they have heard this, like, man, millions of times. It's like, it's crazy. And it's funny, like sometimes too, where I got to go back on my phone and like just go through, like scroll through like tons and tons
like all the way back and like, and bring back old information. Like, oh, hold on, let me dig through there. And now I'm sure you guys do that too, where you guys got to go back and bring old stuff. And like, yeah, I brought that like 3 years ago. Like I hear you say that all the time. I brought that out 3 years ago. But
Yeah.
that's what it's coming down to. It's just regurgitated information that we have to keep, just recycling out there. And I mean, you just get more and more, and they come with the same scripture, and it's like, wow, the Bible's Bible. It's changed. It's been like that, and they can't change it. Hard they want, can't change it. It is what it
Right. Exactly, bro. So, Vega, you there, bro? Yeah, I don't know. Um, is Jose still gonna make that documentary? Like, what are you talking about, Mija? What documentary? Oh, hold on. I guess you guys can hear me. So, all right. Um, is Jose make the documentary? Like, what are you talking about, Vega? Can you hear me or no? No, I can't hear you. Mija, I don't know what documentary. What was it about? Was it about the canonized or the curses or what? Yeah, I guess Vega already left. I couldn't hear him, so there's back.
So what were you bringing on? What was the show going to be on tonight?
No, I just want to touch on the weather manipulation that took place in Texas, bro. Because I mean, it's pretty crazy that Texas got hit pretty bad, and they hadn't had any harsh winter like that ever before, to
Yeah,
my
it's been
knowledge.
great. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
and then
seen a
yeah,
video trying to melt snow and it couldn't melt or something like that.
right, exactly. So, that's all connected to what Joe Biden said in his presidential race, bro. Like, as a matter of fact, let me show you. This is what I was talking about. Sandra Ruiz. As a matter of fact, Sister Sandra, she's in the show right now. She asked me about the is sex marriage according to the Torah, right? Because that's kind of like one of the doctrines that GMS and I believe ISUPK might be pushing when it comes to if you sleep with a sister, then that becomes your wife. Well, it doesn't work that easy. It's not that easy. But a lot of these brothers twist that scripture. As a matter of fact, let's go there before we go into the subject matter. But yeah, so I want to talk about these, right? Because it says, as Trump misleadingly boasts of rounding the turn on COVID-19, Biden warns of a dark winter, right? And obviously, I don't know if you guys saw the debate. I watched the debates because I want to get informed of what's going on in the world. And so Joe Biden made a statement live. Millions of people heard it, which is he was talking about the dark winter. And so a lot of people just it went over their heads. They don't know what that means. They don't know what he meant when he said dark winter, that we are going to experience a dark winter. So what is that talking about? We're going to go into that. But first, let me address Sister Sandra's question because she asked me whether or not sex is marriage. Now, where is that doctrine come from, right? How do they make this doctrine up, right? Because you have a lot of these. Let me see. Let me pull this up real quick. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the live. Hold on. Oh, yeah. So what brother Ben Cuevas was saying earlier, right? Let me show you. This is what he was talking about. Hold on. You see that? It said Southland to Japan. So you have a lot of Japanese wanting to be cholos. You see that? You see that? So that's what brother Ben Cuevas was saying, and among other brothers have been saying. See the cholos of Bangkok, which is I think it might be Thailand, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Uh,
So you
oh,
brothers can go you brothers can go check out this video, bro. Go on YouTube and just put the Cholo movement in
Vietnam also.
Japan.
Oh yeah, Vietnam also. I mean, it's all through the Orient. I mean, yeah, the Cholo movement, the lowrider movement. I mean, man, yeah, I mean, because if you really look at it, a lot of them pass as us. I mean, if you really go through, almost every video, you'll see there's somebody there, with the nickname Chino.
Exactly, bro.
Everyone has a
Yes.
Chino in the neighborhood. That doesn't mean he's Chinese. He looks like a Chino. My second oldest son, he came out like that. And what do we call it? Chino eyes. He's not Chinese, but he looks Chino. You know how we
Yeah.
refer it to.
Yeah. One of my
You know.
best friends, bro, back home, like we nicknamed Chino because he looked like Chino. He looked like one of these dudes right here. He was hella
Yeah.
smart,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Like he was one of my best friends, bro. Like growing up. So we call him Chino, and that's what Ben Cuevas is saying, bro. We have those phenotypes among our people. This is why we can pass up as the other nations, like literally.
Yeah. It's the same thing as the names were negro. Like how you've gone over that plenty of times. Also, there's every neighborhood has a negro too. But that doesn't mean he's black. Just like how you're
Yeah,
saying,
we got
they
bitch.
call hey negro. Oh yeah. It's not that he's black. He's just darker than everyone. So that's when everyone refers him to. We're not calling him a Negro. It's just a term that everyone will understand it. It's kind of the culture where they don't understand it. Our culture is very unique where we can say something and we know exactly what we're talking about. Without even thinking, we know. You know, and people will look at you. Like in a store, someone you call your friend Negro, and they're like, he just called him a Negro. No, that's his nickname. Same thing, Güero, Chino, you know, Japonés, whatever. It's we have, like Indio's another one. I mean, it's like almost every nationality we can call each other Güero, whatever, you know, and it's just lighter, you know. Yeah, we have a very unique culture that seems like we only understand. It's like a whole nother language, but we understand it. We understand each other. With a simple word.
I know, Mama. I don't know what's in it. Alani, can you do me a favor in my room?
Uh, yeah, Ben Cuevas, exactly, bro. I heard what you're saying. Yeah, I hope people are following, bro. The arguments that a lot of these people make. Like when Saya was here, he was saying that the brother over there that we show, this brother right here. Oh, my bad. These brother right here. He was saying that he was he might have been a black man because of the style of hair. Yet we have the slanted eyes.
Yeah, phenotypes,
You know,
no way. I mean, remember when that video you guys made that was like the first video I saw of you and Jose when you guys brought. I think it was the second Esdras one, and that was probably maybe like 3 years ago. And where you had your hair rolled, in cornrows. Now that's a good
Oh yeah,
version right there. You know,
yeah. As a matter
I
of
remember
fact,
when you had
let's show
your
it to the people, bro. Hey, Ben Cuevas, good point, bro. Let's
yeah.
show it to the people. Yeah, give me a minute, bro.
I remember that. And another one where is where that aged old mummy where they found the lady that was in the Inca. They found the lady. She was snow. She was frozen in the snow, and her
Oh
body was
yeah,
well. She has braids in her hair too, and that's what. How old is that? That's very old too.
right.
So it's like no. I mean, the Vikings even wore their hair like that. So it's not. Yeah, people from India, and the Indus Valley civilization is thousands of years old as well. So it's not just an African trait that everyone it's like common curiosity. People are gonna do styles of their own. They don't need to see other people. It's one of the basic thing. You have hair. So let me see. Let me twist my daughter's hair or whatever. It's like everyone's gonna do things, and they don't have to see another culture do it to pick it up. You know.
Right.
So
Right,
that's
exactly, bro. They they think it's exclusive to blacks, like, and then we've said this before, like even with the so-called albinism and the so-called vitiligo, it's not just exclusive to African Americans that they're gonna suffer albinism, or they're gonna suffer a vitiligo, right? Which is the taking away of the pigmentation of the skin. So it doesn't happen to them only. It happens to many nations, including so-called white people.
yeah. Oh, I just want to comment on that, Walter. Yeah, exactly. Like the Asians, a lot of the Asians, man, like we yeah, we click really good with the Asians. I mean, a lot of the cultures
Y'all can
is
hear me?
similar where
Yeah,
we
Vega.
we bond pretty good. I mean, a lot of their mannerisms are like ours. Where they
Can you listen
value
to Vega, Ben Cuevas?
but
My bad, bro.
yeah,
Sorry.
I can hear Jose.
Oh, Vega, are you there, bro?
Yeah, I think Ivory's trying to get on, but
Yeah, getting
Ivory,
to the
Shalom, bro. Welcome to the
the
live.
Asians.
Hey, Shalom, what's up?
No, hold on, man. Chilling. What's going on?
Yeah, Shalom.
What were
Can
you
y'all hear me?
what were you saying, Ben Cuevas? Finish what you were saying, bro. Sorry, I apologize.
Oh no, not a problem. I just wanted just reiterate that the Asians. Walter made that comment. Yeah, the Asians. Yeah, a lot of our mannerisms are pretty much a lot like theirs. Like especially like a lot of the Filipinos, where we value respect and pretty respect each other. And want to be treated the same way you treat people. So and yeah, yeah, we click a lot with the Asians.
Have y'all heard of the Filipino Israelites?
What's that?
Have y'all heard of the Filipino Israelites?
Oh yeah, we brought that out, bro. Before we brought a little bit of the history on that, bro. Especially with like the
you know,
Lucy, I believe there's Lucy, and there's other tribes calling themselves Lost Tribes.
You know, there's
you
a there's a Filipino Israelite YouTube channel.
I didn't know that, bro. I'm pretty sure.
No,
They're pretty big. I mean, you have the tribes from from the Shi dynasty going, claiming to be the Israelites, bro. So we know. I
Want
mean,
me to
we
give you
brought it
their
out.
YouTube thing?
Hey, Avery, did you know that a lot of the Filipinos were actually Mexicans that were shipped over there from Mexico?
yeah, That's all I
I
was just
heard
gonna
that.
say.
I heard of
Yeah,
the like
Spain took a lot of.
Spanish takeover of the Philippines, but no, I
Yeah.
didn't know about Mexican Filipinos. That's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people
Well,
don't know.
the
A lot of the Filipinos they were taken from Mexico and they were brought to the Philippines back in the slave trade.
Hey, so this is what I was gonna show because Ben Cubas brought a great point, bro. When it comes to the cornrows or the so-called trenzas or whatever, that's my hair, bro. You see that? I don't know if you can tell. I had cornrows, bro. So again, that style is not exclusive to Africans, so on and so forth. Many nations did it, so it's not exclusive to Africans or West Africans for that matter.
I can actually give you that YouTube channel name if y'all want to check it out of the Filipino Israelites.
Yeah, you can type it in, bro. Type it in into the chat, bro, so I can post it on the screen.
I like
Shalom, Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom, bro. What's going on? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, bro. What's up?
Chilling, bro. Chilling. Just Shabbating, bro.
Chillaxing? You're
Shabbating.
chillaxing?
I'm Shabbating.
You shabbatting it? Shabbatting it?
I'm Shabbat. We call it Shabbating.
Shabbatting. Shabbatting it. Anyway, bro. Anyway, welcome to the live, bro. What do you guys been up to, bro? What's going on?
Studying.
What are you guys studying?
They're called the God culture.
The what?
They're called the God culture. The YouTube channel.
Okay, well, you can type it in, bro, for so we can post it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm studying at the temple.
Excuse me?
The temple.
What about the temple?
Oh,
the
he
temple
posted,
man.
he posted on the
Oh,
private comments. That's what he posted it on.
Oh, the God culture. Okay, so any brothers that are interested in finding out about the Filipinos, being Israelites, bro, it's hold on.
It's funny because I used to hang out and date a lot of Filipinos when I was in high school, man.
Yeah, them Filipino girls are crazy.
grandsons.
I actually never met a Filipino before. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I knew one Filipino guy in the college that I went to.
Yeah. I used to have a
But other
Filipino
than that,
girlfriend.
I never really met many.
Yeah, I used to have a Filipino girlfriend, bro. She was bad in high
Really?
school. Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's some cute Filipino girls that I've seen like on Instagram.
All right. Yo, give me a minute, bro. Ibri, just hold on, bro. Anyway, shout out to everybody. So the brother Ibri posted the channel on YouTube about the Israelite Filipinos. So it's called God Culture. Go check it out. You know, we brought this out many times already. I think twice. We brought a little bit of the history on that. Some of the dynasties we spoke on that. Even going back to the dynasty of the Shi dynasty, of them claiming to be Israelites. So you brothers, we might do another class on that, specifically on that. But you know, the Ivry share a good channel that you brothers can check out.
Yeah, they have like 100,000 subscribers or something like that.
I bet, bro. That's our people, bro. Like some of them are our people. You like brother was saying earlier, Ben Cuevas. You know, they want to act like us because there's a spiritual connection. There's a frequency connection amongst our people from the other side of the world. So, yeah, man. So the weather manipulation, right? Anybody else has anything else to say, bro, before I start into this whole thing that I've been wanting to bring out for the past 2 podcasts? Anybody else before we dive
You're about to talk about the whole icing of Texas.
Yeah, that that God culture got like almost 100,000 subscribers to their shit, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
They want like
pull them up for a quick minute if to show everybody what it looks like or like what their channel looks like.
you
So
talking
they can
about
make
this one, Vega, or what? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I'm talking about the God channel. Yeah,
that
Oh,
I'm looking at it
let,
right
let-
now. It says the God
oh,
culture has like almost 100,000 subscribers, man. They got a few videos. I'm looking while I'm just scrolling down some of the videos that they just did a day ago, 6 days ago. It looks like they're on.
all right. Let's see. Let's
Yeah, man.
check it out.
A lot of looks like they do a lot of videos too, man. They get a lot of views and stuff. Man. Pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see it, bro. It says commandments of the New Testament. Um, mm,
The,
origin
the,
of the world. Yeah, it
yeah,
seems.
story belongs to Ham. Answers and Jubilees. See, hey, man, a day ago.
Oh, damn, bro. Wow,
Oh,
they're
man.
going, bro.
Man,
They're going in.
I have to
Then
watch.
they even have a prophecy about in Isaiah from about the Filipinos, bro. Like what?
well,
I'm
y'all
gonna have to.
welcome for that.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you for sharing, bro.
Oh,
Forbidden fruit.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, that's good information.
Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing, bro. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no problem. I know that y'all were talking about that, and I was like, hey, I know
Yeah,
a
it says
YouTube
former
channel.
female member.
Yo,
Yeah, man. So that's the channel right there, bro. Anybody that wants to check it out, it's right there. The God Culture, bro. I will subscribe to it just to check it out. Subscribe already, and I'm gonna dive into it, see what they say, see how they teach, see what they have to say when it comes to their culture, and them being Israelites, all the lost tribes of Israel, like we, share already. But welcome
They
to the
also have
live.
the
Uh,
channel in the actual Filipino language as well.
I bet. I bet. I think I might have seen a
Tagalog.
video.
Tagalog. That's what it's called. The language. Tagalog.
Yeah, I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna check it out, bro. Thanks for sharing once again, Avery.
Filipinos.
Oh yeah, also.
Yeah, my daughter-in-law is a Filipino. I got my grandson's a Filipino or half Filipino.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if any of you brothers ever heard of the history of some of the Filipinos, bro. I brought that out, bro. If you guys want some pointers, bro, I
Even
can
their
show you.
language. Even their language is like it's almost like a broken down like Spanish language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. A lot of the words that they have is basically similar to Spanish.
Just like how you would say puta in Spanish. That theirs is like putang, putang.
Damn.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
believe it.
There's a lot of words like similar words. You know what I'm saying? Like to Spanish.
Right, right. Yeah, I believe it, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you have the Shinlung tribes, which is 1 to 2 million. So that's one of the tribes. Shinlung means the 10 tribes. Shinlung. It's right there. Sorry, my hair, bro, is on the way. But yeah, bro, well, we brought this out before. We're gonna do probably another class on it, bro, and then bring out the facts. But yeah, man, our people are scattered, and obviously, you look at the Filipinos; they look like us. They look like Hispanics and natives, straight up. Oh yeah. Oh sis, yeah. My bad. So I was gonna talk about sex marriage. Ivory, what do you guys think about that? Like, you guys ever heard of that doctrine or no?
Yeah, I heard of it.
What do you think about that?
I think it goes hand in hand. Marriage, sex is the confirmation of marriage.
True, we know that, but
Confirmation.
obviously we know that that's when you go into the bed chamber. Yeah, but you got some of these factions in these camps here in America saying that sex is marriage. Basically, when you have sex, that's marriage right there, which is false
Oh
according
yeah,
to
that's
the
definitely
Torah, right?
false. Yeah.
Right.
You have to pay dowry to the father.
Exactly.
You have to
Exactly.
have
So
the
that's the
father's
whole point.
permission and stuff. But I think a lot
That's
of
the
those
whole.
camps, they teach that because a lot of the Canaanites and stuff like that, they have sex with each other. They live that life. You look in the land and stuff. What they do. Yeah, I'm saying very promiscuous people.
Right.
So they don't have that structure. Also, too, I told Ivory, I was talking to Ivory, and Ivory said that he thinks that the Canaanites were Caucasian.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, we're not gonna go into that right now, bro. That's yeah, we're gonna spend hours. I want to bring this out, bro. But we can debate that another time, bro. That's fine.
I thought you said that the natives were the Canaanites.
Yeah, he says that too. But Ivory,
Wait, what? Huh?
yo, who are the Canaanites? Ivory?
Did you say? Oh, did you say Eber or something else?
Ivory.
Because you're kind of breaking up.
Yeah, bro. Just hold up on that, bro. We're not gonna go into that right now. I know it's it's gonna be a lot of back and forth, bro. So we are not gonna talk about that right now. We can talk about it on Monday if you guys want.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
right now.
But
What?
yeah, but yeah,
I'm gonna
back to
get
the,
off
back
right
to the
now.
question about the sexist marriage.
Yeah, bro. Do you want to bring it out? Or do you want to speak on that? Because I know Sister Sandra is here. She's listening.
I'll let you get into it. I know you want to pull out something in the apocrypha about the actual contract.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gonna come later. But I want to go into the Torah, bro. When exactly where they learned this doctrine from? Well, a lot of these camps, right? Um, let's see. Let's see. Um, all right, here it is. Um,
I gotta eat here in a minute, so I'll probably head out when y'all get
that's
into
fine, man.
the lesson, and I'll
The
hear a
what?
few minutes of it, and then I gotta probably bounce.
Oh, that's fine, bro. That's fine. Do your thing, bro. Enjoy your dinner, bro. We'll talk on Monday. I know you want to talk about the Edomites or the Edomites being or the white race being the Canaanites, so we can go into that also on Monday if you're interested.
Yeah, I might join, but like I said, I'm putting together a presentation with Divine, so if I don't jump on Monday, you can probably just watch that or whatever.
No, we'll just wait on that. You do your thing, bro. We'll watch it later because we
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
we'll do Monday night smoke anyway. So we'll probably do. What time are you gonna do it? So maybe I can watch it and then maybe talk about it on the live for kind of like a review type of deal.
I'm not quite for sure when I'll actually be done with the presentation because I'm currently working it, and I don't know if he has done his part either. So I don't really tell people like when. I just tell them that it'll be soon. You know,
Uh-huh.
I really
Okay.
haven't. We don't really have a date yet
Right.
because
So
we're both kind of busy.
so Avery, do you believe that the Lebanese people are the Canaanites?
Actually, in a way, I kind of do, but it's not in the way that y'all probably think. But yeah, I do believe that the Lebanese the ancestors of Lebanese were a Levantine group. Yeah,
Well, there were only a Levant
and a
a
genetic
group,
paper
bro.
has actually
Yeah.
came out to prove
Avery,
that.
you there, bro? Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you, but there's a delay. But yeah.
Yeah, hold on, bro. Hold on. Like, there's a delay. Yeah. So yeah, we completely agree that the Canaanites were a Levant group of people because they live in the Levant. I mean, as a matter of fact, Tyre and Sidon, what would say capitals of the Canaanites, they're in the Levant, of course, but that's not their land. Obviously, we brought this out many times that the Canaanites basically stole our land and they named our land after their name, just like we read in the book of Psalms. So yeah, I mean they live in the Levant. That doesn't mean that they're ethnically from there. Like geographically, they're not from there. Their land was in West Africa, allotted to them from the start, according to the Book of Jubilee. So
Yeah, but Lebanese people aren't West Africans.
we never said that the Lebanese are. You guys are saying.
Yeah, but the Lebanese are they're the Canaanites according to a genetic paper that came out.
Yeah, we read that article too. Also, we already debunked it too many years ago when a lot of these West Africans were saying the same shit. It's the same shit, bro. That you guys are running from who really Canaan is. But according to that article, we read it already. We know what article you're talking about. But you can bring it out, bro, and then we'll ask questions on that on Monday night smoke. Anyway, so I mean, yeah, we've dealt with that stance before.
And when Ayash says, when Ayash made the statement about West Africa, he wasn't talking um about them living there, but that was the land that the Most High gave them. But they didn't go there. They actually went to the Lebanon and stuff like that.
Is there any archaeological papers for that, like biology papers?
We're just stating that in the Book of Jubilees, the when Ham was getting their allotments, their lands, Canaan was supposed to get a land in West Africa. That was the land that they were allotted to.
As a matter of fact,
instead they went to the Levanto.
No, they went to Lebanon, which is Israel. They saw the land of Lebanon and saw that it was good, and they went against the Most High, and the other Hamites cursed them. That's people think that's Genesis 9 is the only curse. No, even it was the Hamites who actually cursed Canaan because they settled in a land that wasn't theirs, that wasn't given to them. That land was for the land of Shem.
As a matter of fact, let's read it now, bro.
Hold on. So even in the Book of Jubilees, it tells you the Most High split basically what you would call Africa and Asia today. You see what I'm saying? Because I believe in Jubilees 8 tells you like some locations that are in Shem, and one of the locations is in India. And India is in where? In Asia, right? Well, according to scripture, that would be the land of Shem. So right. Lebanon, Iraq, and all that land also will be the land of Shem, which is what we call today Asia, not Africa.
Yeah, and also to can you brothers hear me or no?
Yeah.
All right. So in the Book of Jubilees, chapter 10, Jose Vega and I have brought this up many times before. I'm gonna start at verse 25. It says, for this reason, the whole land of Shinar is called Babel. This is basically giving you a rundown of the history of ancient times, right? So it says, Jubilees chapter 10, verse 25 and down. It says, for this reason, the whole land of Shinar is called Babel, because the Lord did there confound all the language of the children of men, and from thence they were dispersed into their cities, each according to his language and his nation, right? So the Most High divided the nations basically after Babel, and the confusion of the languages. Verse 26, and the Lord sent a mighty wind against the tower and overthrew it upon the earth. And behold, it was between Asher and Babylon in the land of Shinar, and they call its name Overthrow. Verse 27, in the 4th week, in the 1st year, in the beginning thereof, in the 4th and 13th Jubilee, were they dispersed from the land of Shinar. And Ham and his sons went into the land which he was to occupy, which he acquired as his portion in the land of the south. It says, verse 29, and Canaan saw that the land of Lebanon, which is the Levant, which is where they were settled. It says, and Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt, and it was very good. And he went not into the land of his inheritance to the west, that is to the sea. And he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward from the border of Jordan and from the border of the sea. And Ham his father, and Cush and Mizraim his brother, said unto him, Thou hast settled in a land which is not thine, and which did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so, for if thou dost do so, thou and thy sons will fall into the land and be accursed through sedition, right? For by sedition ye have settled. See that? And by sedition will thy children fall, and thou shalt be rooted out forever. See, which goes into what we bring out.
Keep reading.
It says, verse 31, dwell not in the dwellings of Shem, for to Shem and to his sons did it come by their lot.
You see right there? There it shows you that the land of Lebanon and everything was separate from the land of Ham. It was the land of Shem. It was given to the land of Shem. So it shows you the difference between Africa and Asia right there. So we don't believe that Israel today is in Africa, even though a lot of people like to bring up the technical plates or whatever the case may be. I don't know what arguments a lot of brothers and sisters like to use, but they'll use that. But we like to bring out this scripture to show them that no, the Most High actually made a difference between the lands and separated the lands. And not only that, but again, when you read in Jubilees 8, you'll see a lot of those locations are in Asia. So we know that the land of Shem consists of what you call Asia and the Middle East. That is not Africa, according to the scriptures.
I guess my question would be, because I have a question.
Let me finish this verse 32. It says, Cursed art thou, and cursed shalt thou be beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves, by an oath, which is the commandment, in the presence of the holy judge. Who is this holy judge? And in the presence of Noah, our father, but he did not hearken unto them. You see, so Canaan never listened to the commandment and to the oath, which we know that like many nations follow our laws. Well, the oath is part of the law too. When you make an oath, you're supposed to fulfill your oath. But anyway, so the whole point is that Canaan dwell in our land. And this is why, you know, they're known as the people of the Levant. Why? Because they settle in our land, which was not theirs. They took it by, you know, basically they stole it, just like the white men stole lands throughout the ages.
And they were cursed for doing so.
Yep.
So I guess I have two questions. So is there any biological evidence for, I guess, Negroid Canaanites? Like DNA samples and stuff like that. And two, how are you connected to the Jewish people if they're the Israelites?
You want to answer, Jose, or you want me to answer?
Who's the Israelites?
If the Jewish people are the Israelites, then how are you genetically related to them?
Who are the Jewish people? Who are you talking about? Like, I'm trying to say, who are you trying to compare us to? So
Ashkenazi, Sephardi, Mizrani.
We don't share the same genetics as them.
But they all share the same.
I would say most natives are in what? Are Q? Over here in the Americas, I believe those Ashkenazis are what? Or J, I believe, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
So again, how do we share genetics with those Ashkenazis?
Well, they're supposed to be, according to like most people on the planet, the descendants of the Israelites.
No, of course they're not. They don't. Of course they're not. They're not the original Israelites.
Well, that's what most people believe.
Let me show you this article, bro, real quick.
I know that's what most people believe, but it's just not true. Like I said, I would love to. You know, when we talk about Ashkenazis who fit in curses, prophecies, the same argument I would make with black Hebrew Israelites, you can even make it with the white Israelites. Like I don't know if you ever met a white nationalist or a person you would call a white nationalist Israelite. Have you ever dealt with them?
I mean, I've dealt with Nazis, but not white nationalist Israelites. No.
Yeah, they believe that they're Israelites. And my argument I usually bring to them is because they're always proud about being white and being claimed to be white. But then when I ask them, well, then why is it when Miriam spoke against Moses' marriage to the Ethiopian, she was turned white, right? White as snow, and that was a punishment. So why would that be a punishment to white nationalists like that? Usually, when I bring up points like that, they usually can't get around it because they can't boast in their flesh. Because if they try to boast in their flesh, I bring out examples like that to cut them up. But like, well, why is most? I could bring you here. I could go you to the Second Kings. I could bring you to like multiple scriptures of showing you where Israelites were actually turned white as a punishment. So why would you boast about being white?
Well, I
That's usually the
guess.
argument I would bring to them. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. Well, I guess when it comes to like the Ashkenazi Jews, they're genetically related also to the Sephardi and the Mizrahi. Like they're all closely related. So by discounting the Ashkenazi, you'll also have to discount the Sephardi and the Mizrahi, and even the Yemeni.
why? Are you saying that the Yemen and all of them share the same J haplogroup?
They do, and also autosomally, they're very closely related. And they have J, and you
Well,
have Q.
I don't think so. I
So that's
don't.
why it's kind of weird.
I've heard that even a lot of blacks have J haplogroups. Matter of fact, I even heard that a lot of white people even have E haplogroups. Like what's his name, Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein. Do you know that he was an E haplogroup?
Yeah, I knew about that. Him and even Adolf.
So I've dealt with some people who deal with genetics, and people tell me that genetics is kind of tricky. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really don't like to get into it. People who do get into it, they said that genetics is tricky. That black people or white people don't necessarily carry or how you say would be the only race to carry that specific haplogroup. And then they will bring up arguments like Albert Einstein. I forgot a few more brothers talking about having E haplogroups as being white. So
Well, remember what a haplogroup is. All a haplogroup is a paternal ancestor. So basically, it means that for instance, when it comes to Jewish people, that Ashkenazi, Sephardi, Mizrahi, and even Yemeni, when they have that J marker, it basically shows that they all share a paternal, the same ancient father. Same thing with E or Q, that they all share a particular father
Well,
who was
also
the first.
too. Well, let me say something also too. Ishmaelites and other Shemitic people have the same J haplogroup too. So
Yeah, the Middle East is basically J and E. It's those
yeah.
two.
So we also have the same. They would have the same. We have the same haplogroup as Ishmaelites, Midianites, and other Shemitic people.
okay.
Yeah.
So you would have to say Ivri. So you should better say that that the Ishmaelites also have that haplogroup as well. Other Shemites.
Right. That's when I say when I say Ashkenazi and Sephardi and Mizrahi, I'm also saying Ishmaelites or Arabs as well. I didn't feel like I have to emphasize that, but yeah, I'll emphasize that for now on.
Yeah, because you want to connect it to Shem.
Yeah.
Avery, can I
Can you what? I didn't get that last part.
I just wanted to. Well, I just wanted to interject on that. The Levant, where you should do more research on the DNA in that area. The Levant was very diverse, and J is not the exclusive haplogroup for that area, for the region. There's I gave it to Jeremiah. I have it on my notes. I don't have it with me, but there's various haplogroups that have their origins there. So J is not the exclusive haplogroup there that has its origin. Q has one. I think it's everything after
J, but the Ashkenazi go into R. I think there's like R1, which is not even J. But the Ashkenazi and the Sephardic aren't. I don't think there's a relationship to them. I think it's the Ashkenazi trying to cling on to the heritage, to their claim. But because I mean, as I've been looking into it, a lot of I think I brought it out earlier with Ayasha earlier this week, where there's and some I think after the when they started intermingling, then they started like around in the 1600s after the Spanish Inquisition, when the Iberian Jews were expelled from Iberia. So they started dispersing everywhere, and when they came into contact with the Ashkenazi around the mid 1600s, they started noticing and distancing themselves, and they weren't allowed to marry with Ashkenazi. They weren't allowed to be buried in their own cemeteries. So I mean, if that's the case, I don't think they're the same people, and I think the Sephardics know that. The Sephardics look nothing like Ashkenazi. If you look at them, they look nothing like them. I mean, the Ashkenazis stick out like a sore thumb. I mean, and that I think that's a big reason why when you go down there to that land in Israel, there's a big fight there, because those people there, Palestinian Jews, all those people in that region, they know that they're not from there. They know it's kind of like here, where you get white people, in the Americas, and the natives, they know who the original people here, but people don't know that. It's kind of like that area. Those original people there have been there. They know who's who there. And but to go back to from the Ashkenazi, those Sephardics, they don't really click with Ashkenazi, and that says a lot about it. So, and I don't think I haven't really looked into their haplogroups, but I don't think they share the same haplogroup. But but as far as the J being the exclusive haplogroup of that region, that's not true.
Well, to answer your question.
Hold on, bro. Ibri, hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me just bring this out, because I know I heard Ibri said that the Ashkenazi Jews are basically like the real Jews or something like that, something down those lines.
Well, it's not that simple, but I wanted to sort of answer his statement that he made. And
give me a minute. Hold that thought, bro, and I'm gonna address something that you said. So obviously, you brothers know that we don't subscribe to the Ashkenazi being the actual Jews, the ethnically Jews. Basically, we know that there are a bunch of converts, and we know that there's two groups on the earth today that are a bunch of converts, just like the scripture says in the Torah and the prophecies of Torah and in the Apocrypha. We brought this out many times before. So let me just read this real quick for brothers to understand what we're saying when we don't agree with the Ashkenazi Jews being the ethnic tribes, right? You guys understand when we say ethnically they're not the tribes. Basically, that's what we're saying, meaning they're not the chosen Hebrew Israelites. They might be Hebrews still, but not the Hebrew Israelites. Just like the Ishmaelites are Hebrews, just like a lot of Shemite tribes are Hebrews themselves, but they're not Hebrew Israelites. When I say Hebrew, because they go back to Eber, Aksafar, is basically the bloodlines of Shem and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But there's other Shemites that are part of the bloodlines of Shem. Anyway, so Ashkenazi Jews. It says also known as Ashkenazic Jews, or by using the Hebrew plural suffix Ashkenazim or Ashkenazayam or whatever, are a Jewish diaspora population who coalesced in the Holy Roman Empire around the end of the first millennium. It says the traditional diaspora language of Ashkenazi Jews is Yiddish, a Germanic language with elements of Hebrew, Aramaic, and Slavic languages. It says developed after they have moved into Northern Europe, beginning with the Germany and France in the Middle Ages. For centuries, they used Hebrew only as a sacred language until the revival of Hebrew as a common language in the 20th century in Israel. Throughout their time in Europe, Ashkenazayam or Askenazim, have made many important contributions to its philosophy, scholarship, literature, art, music, and science. The term Ashkenazi refers to Jewish settlers who established communities along the Rhine River in western Germany and in northern France dating to the Middle Ages. Once there, they adapted traditions, you see, they adapted traditions carried from Babylon, the Holy Land, and the Western Mediterranean to their new environment. The Ashkenazi religious rite developed in cities such as Mainz, Worms, and Troyes. The eminent French Rishon Rabbi Shlomo Itzhaki or Rashai would have a significant influence on the Jewish religion. You see, it says in the late Middle Ages, due to religious persecution, the majority of the Ashkenazi population shifted steadily eastward, moving out of the Holy Roman Empire into the areas later part of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, comprising parts of present-day Belarus, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Moldova, Poland, Russia, Slovakia, and Ukraine. In the course of the late 18th to 19th centuries, those Jews who remained in or returned to the German lands generated a cultural reorientation, you see, under the influence of Haskalah. Let's see who this guy is. I don't know who that is.
Are
It
you going to
says,
read the whole article?
hold on, brother, hold on, just hold your peace. It says the Haskalah, often termed Jewish Enlightenment, was an intellectual movement among the Jews of Central and Eastern Europe with certain influence on those in Western Europe and the Muslim world. It arose as defined ideological worldview during the 1700s. So, okay, so that was the influence of the Haskalah and the struggle for emancipation, as well as the intellectual and cultural fermented in urban centers. They gradually abandoned the use of Yiddish and adopted German, while developing new forms of Jewish religious life and cultural identity. You see, so basically, the whole point, bro, is that a lot of these so-called Jewish Ashkenazi, they're not ethnically the Jews. They're a bunch of converts, like we've been saying many, many times. Obviously, according to the scriptures, there's our statutes and commandments. Our heritage was given to all the nations, even to the point that they will call on to our God also.
Yeah, but Avery doesn't believe that.
All
Avery
right.
believes the Bantu are the original Israelites.
Well, to respond to both statements from earlier, I didn't say haplogroup J was the only haplogroup in the Middle East. It's just that haplogroup J. I know that there's other haplogroups in the Middle East, such as E. E is a big one in the Middle East, and others as well. J and E are the biggest ones. Then you have R, and L and T and stuff like that. And trying to think of the other statement. So when it comes to basically when I was saying when it comes to the Ashkenaz, is that when you look genetically, they are autosomally related to Sephardi, Yemeni, Iraqi, and they do have a lot of J. They also have some E, and they also have some R, but a lot of them are also J. And on top of that, a new genetic paper has come out, I think in 2020, that does show that Jews and Arabs are related, and that they all share a very common autosomal and haplogroup DNA. So, when it comes to the Ashkenaz being converted, it's talking about specific families and groups. But a lot of them also have the Cohen modal haplotype as well, which is supposed to be Aaron. Not saying I agree with that, but it is believed to be Aaron. So
let me show you this real quick, bro. This is what what's his name?
Let me ask a question real quick. Isn't Ashkenazi under the descendant of Japheth?
are you asking me that?
Yeah.
Yes, but they say that they call themselves Ashkenaz because they were in the land of Ashkenaz.
But
Is
they're
there an
not.
article on that?
Okay, so they were just there, but they weren't the Ashkenazi.
That's what they said. You know.
Okay, but who would be the Ashkenazi then? That's under Japheth.
I guess it would have been like the local inhabitants.
You
Okay, that's what I'm
guess?
saying. But my point is that why are the Ashkenazis using the name under Japheth? That's what I'm saying. If they're not Japheth,
Because they migrated there. That's why.
no, I understand that they migrated. I'm saying, but their name.
It's
Why
like
would
why
they?
do the Sephardi? It's like why do the Sephardim? Why do they use the term Sephardi? Because Sephardi means the Iberian Peninsula.
You
You get
changing
what
the
I'm saying?
question?
Yeah,
So,
I'm just saying
so
it's
the
where they
reason why they would
migrated.
call themselves, but I'm saying, why would they call themselves Ashkenazis if they weren't like people from Japheth?
Because they're using it as a term where they migrated to.
Migrated from.
Yeah, migrated to. Because they
Wait, is
migrated
it
to
to or from? Is it to or
migrated
from?
to.
Because those are two completely different
Well, no,
answers.
I
Is it
said
to or
I said that the Ashkenaz, they use the term Ashkenazi Jew because they migrated to the Ryan, and the Ryan is where Ashkenaz
okay?
is.
Hey, so okay. I was trying to hear you.
Yeah. So this is what
But is Ashkenazi a location or is that a people though? That's what I'm asking. Like
Both.
I see that they're
Both.
coming from like a land. So
Yeah.
there's a land for Ashkenazi.
Yeah.
Well,
Both.
it's both people
Germany.
and land.
Germany.
Well, I
Germany.
don't know about Germans, but it's a
Germany.
people and a
Germany,
land.
Germany.
Okay, so you would say that Germany is the land of Ashkenazi.
Yes.
Okay. I see what you're
I don't
saying.
know.
The Ryan point. That's why they say it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you were debating about who
But
the
the thing is
Canaanites
that I
are.
was trying to say is that Ashkenazi. But the thing that I was trying to say is that the Ashkenazi are related to people like the Yemeni and the Sephardi and the Iraqi.
Yeah.
And if you discount the Ashkenazi, then you have to discount pretty much, everyone because they're all entwined together.
Yeah, but they.
I was just confused because if they're the only people who are known today as the Ashkenazi, but then you're saying the actual Ashkenazi are probably the original inhabitants of people from Germany.
Yeah, because they migrated there. That's why they're called them.
So you're saying like Germans or Ashkenazis then? That's what I'm saying. Like
Yes, the original Germans are Ashkenaz.
So like Hitler in them, right? So Hitler would be an Ashkenazi.
I don't know his. Well, no, I don't think so because his DNA was different. He had E DNA.
Oh yeah.
His DNA was E.
Hitler and Albert Einstein had E, but I think the second highest Jewish haplogroup is E after J.
Yeah. So it's either J or E1B1B.
Like with the blonde hair, blue eyes, that they would be like the Ashkenazi.
Yes.
Well, Hitler had dark hair.
Yes.
And so did Albert Einstein before he got gray hair.
Yeah, he had dark hair. That's right.
Hitler praised the blonde hair and blue eyes, but he actually wasn't, which is kind of weird,
His DNA was African.
I'll tell you the truth. I don't think he. I'll tell you the truth. I don't believe a lot what people believe about Hitler. You know what I'm saying? To me, Hitler wasn't that much of a bad person.
Well, you can't really, don't say all that, bro.
I wouldn't say he was. Tell you the
can't
truth.
say all
he
that,
was
bro.
bad or he wasn't bad. I couldn't really hear you.
I don't believe that he was bad. I believe that just like with anybody who wins a war, you get to paint the narrative, right?
Yeah.
But this is what we're taught in Americas, right? We're taught that Hitler was this racist. Oh, Hitler was this racist that wanted people to be blonde hair, blue eyed. Like seriously, like this is what we grew up in elementary learning this shit, right? And I used to always ask myself, I was like, but I don't get it. We're the United States. We're the ones who are known to be racist. We're the ones that segregated at that time in the 40s, 30s, and 40s. We're the ones that had segregations against people with color, Mexicans. There was so much segregation over here. But Hitler, last time I checked, his ally were the fucking Japanese. How are the Japanese white? Matter of fact, last time I checked, Asians are minorities. So let me get this straight. So America, Britain, who are at this time were known to be racist countries, right? And we have Hitler, whose allies we have evidence that Hitler had black allies, he had Arab allies, and he had Asian allies.
I heard about that.
So who was really the racist there? And then I started thinking about this. I was like, wait a minute. So America's trying to teach us that he was the racist, but at that time, America was the real racist, and the
European nations. Hitler, on the other hand, at that time, you can look this up in the 30s and stuff like that. Germany already had integration. You had Negroes going into school with whites over there in their high schools and elementaries and stuff like that. There's photos of Negroes and white people in the same schools. They were already integrated over there. What was going on in the 30s in the Americas? You could even drink the same water as a Mexican or a black over here. You see what I'm saying? But
I kind of always thought that
you
Hitler
know
was
what?
racism. I kind of always thought that he got his.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, I just look at it like, you know, fuck Hitler.
That's how I kind of
fuck
always
all
saw it.
Oh, you know what they wanted to
Look at it, just F Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Well, I'm saying
but-
that they killed.
But you guys were talking about who the Canaanites were.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to picture what we learned over here in the Americas, and I just feel like the things that were said about him weren't just true. It can't be all true.
It's a headache.
He was for Germany.
Like how is that possible? Like when his allies were the minorities. Like if you really look at it, all his allies were the minorities. If you look at the winning side, who was really on their side? It was America, British, France, Spain. You know, you have all these European countries.
Western Europe.
You didn't see Africa backing it up. You didn't see the Asians backing them up. They actually kept their nose out of it. If you want to really be technical, they kind of kept their nose out of it. But Hitler's allies were minorities. He did have black African. Like we could show you Africans with the swastikas, giving handshakes to the Germans, dressing up as in uniform and everything.
I think he had Italian.
Well, you know, Hitler was funded by Amalek.
Italians are considered.
Hitler was funded by Amalek to kill the Israelites in Europe.
No. Hold on on that, bro. Hitler was funded by the Vatican through the Jesuits,
which is controlled by Amalek.
Yeah. Well, but who's Amalek? You just said that the Amalek is Germans. So the Germans have all the money. So people like the Rothschilds, are they Germans? Or I thought they were Jews. I thought they claimed to be Jews.
Well, they claim, but they're not really Jews.
So
well, they actually have the genetic. They actually have the haplogroup similar to Jewish people, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have the J haplogroup. I'm saying, like y'all been talking about, right?
Yeah,
they come from Esau.
So does Ashkenazi? Do they have? Are they under J haplogroup?
Well, they have different haplogroups.
I mean,
some have R, some have J, some have B1, B1B.
I thought most of them were R. That's what I thought Ben Cleves was talking about earlier.
Most of them are R.
R's and stuff.
Yeah, most of them are R. Most Ashkenazi are R.
I think actually from a late genetic paper that it's like 50 R and J. Like they both have an equal amount.
R.
When you learn something, well, I really don't really believe in genetics to tell you the truth, but
I don't.
I think that's a tool that they use to say certain things. I really don't really believe in stuff like that, man. But
I think that the Rothschilds and shit, they claim to be Jews, but they're not really. They use that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You know, well, you know, Avery, you try and do that Canaanite tricks.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yo,
I mean,
can
if
you
they have the marker, then they have the marker.
Yo, can you guys hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, let me just bring this up, bro. Good discussion, everybody. Good discussion. Welcome to Live once again. Monday night, Friday night, MaYaM. But let me read this article, bro. It says a big chief rabbi. It says why Cherokees could be Jewish, right? And so since you guys are in the discussion of the DNA, you know, so on and so forth. So let me read this real quick. It says, if one American geneticist is correct, the list of groups known to make up the 12 tribes of Israel may need an urgent updating. According to Donald Yates, there is a compelling evidence that within the Cherokee Nation of American Indians, mothers and other matrilineal forebears bear bona fide Middle East Jewish genetic markers. It says, The essence of my findings is that the Cherokee have had families of Jewish heritage in their midst since before Columbus, and that the early Jewish traders married Cherokee women to cement their ties with the tribe. Mr. Yates says. Now, the interesting thing about this is that we've known that our people pre-Columbus times, and we have brought this out many times. We had oral history of our people claiming to be the lost tribes of Israel, even way before the so-called conquest of 1492 happened or took place. I'm gonna read on. It says, Mr. Yates, who is of Cherokee descent himself, runs a Colorado-based for-profit website called DNA Consultants.com, which lets people track down their DNA profiles. It says, skeptics take note. Mr. Yates has been examining Cherokee genes for 12 years and is very confident about his findings. So, right there we have a so-called Native American, which we know they're Shemitic Hebrew Israelites anyway. So, and obviously you guys can see the phenotypes.
Yeah.
It says, he studied the DNA of 67 Cherokee test subjects and distributed them into haplogroups, genetic populations with a common ancestor. It says he chose to focus on matrilineal descent in order to filter out the later colonial era admixture, which happened, right? Everybody knows that. It says the Cherokee came into contact mostly with colonizers from Spain and England during the 16th to the 17th century. Mr. Yates found that almost 1/4 of the 67 were haplogroup T, a group not usually found among Native Americans, in which is more common to the Middle East, specifically Iran and Iraq. It says in a report by Mr. Yates written in 2014, he discounted the possibility of a European, quote, admixture, end quote, tainting his findings because, quote, there was no available source for such a huge sudden influx of female mediated Middle Eastern DNA on the American frontier, end quote. He claims with the near certitude that the haplotypes of the descendants of Cherokee chief named Red Bird prove the presence of Jewish families in the Cherokee population, which is what we've been saying, that there was some southerner tribes among the natives even pre-colonial times. Like some of the Levites might have been here too. Some of the Judites might have been here, just like some of our people were left behind back in the old continent when Christ was walking upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? You have like the tribe of like Asher was there. Some other tribes were there when Christ was walking upon the earth.
Tally.
Hey, Shamar,
It's not.
hey,
Yeah.
can you show my screen after you're done?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll share in a minute. It says, he even cites the current day example of one Cherokee identified woman, Kathleen Rogalia, a descendant of an 18th century woman named Deborah Cook. Now, Deborah, we know that it's a Hebrew word. It's a Hebrew name. So, I mean, there's vast evidence, bro. In
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, give me a minute. Hold that, bro. I'm gonna bring out Jose Vega. He wants to share something real quick. So hold your peace, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real quick. Don't worry about it, brother. I just wanted to show like there's actual like videos on you brothers can look up Brother Avery and the other brother.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready, Vega.
No, just over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I said,
hold on.
Like there's actual videos of people talking about DNA wise how hundreds of millions of people, like hundreds of millions of people in in the Americas, in South America, Central America, have bloodlines leading back to the Jewish people. Like there's actual the YouTube videos on this stuff. This is what we're
Pretty
talking
interesting. I might have to check that out. I'm familiar with MaSaMan.
Yeah, because because even like the people like you guys consider Jews, right? You consider like Sephardic, and you say even Ashkenazi could be a lot of Jews, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of
do.
Ashkenazis after World War I and II, a lot of them did come to South America. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to talk about that. But even before that, in the 1700s, there were big migrations of Sephardic Jews also coming over here and settling in South America. In fact, even
Yes,
today, there's Hebrew schools. There's a lot of
exactly.
Hebrew schools all throughout Central and South America, like in Brazil, Chile, uh, um, Argentina, Peru. Like there's actual Hebrew schools either run by Ashkenazi, Sephardic, and
Mexico.
Sephardic Jews and other Jews. You know what I'm saying? And they, a lot of people, a
Yeah.
lot of them migrated. Even a lot of the Ashkenazis migrated in the 1930s, or like I said, in the 1930s over here.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of people don't know this information, but there's a lot
Well, I
of
mean,
Jewish history over here in Central and South America.
Let me
All right. So
I,
to sort of
let me
well,
respond,
getting to that point. Can you guys hear me?
yeah.
yeah, I kind of wanted to make a statement
I just
because
wanted to interrupt
I
it.
had Nick.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll let you say once I'm done with my statement. So I guess when it comes to, I guess I'll make two statements. First to the shaman, and then to Josue, I think, or the diligent. So when it comes to that genetic article, I noticed that it says specifically about the Cherokee, but it didn't mention all Native Americans. So I guess my question is like, is there a genetic paper that says all Native Americans have this and not just the Cherokee? And also for Josue, I do know about a lot of Jews going to South America, but a lot of those Jews either have J or E markers. So from the sound of things, it seems like an ancient Israelite will
No,
have either J or E.
no, no.
Ben Cuevas, go ahead, bro. You want to say something on that, or
Because even
anything?
Well,
he might have like J or
yeah.
E,
Well,
for example.
Avery, I think you need to do your research more on the E. I think E is exclusive to Africa, and whether you go E1, B1A, that's sub-Saharan. E1, B1E is North African, and those are two distinct people. Those are two totally different people, and
So Albert Einstein,
going
the
to the
Ashkenazi,
Levant,
was a
how is
sub-Saharan.
Ibri,
E1,
hold on, bro.
B1A?
Ibri, hold on, bro. Let the brother speak, bro. Come on, man.
Well,
What is
E1.
it?
I mean, if you look at all if you look at all that DNA, E1, B1A, what it's gonna point. It has its origins to West and Central Africa. I mean, that's common knowledge, man. I mean, and how's it gonna jump all the way over E1, B1B and all the other and J haplogroup into the Levant area? That's crazy. It has its origin in sub-Saharan Africa, in West Africa, and Central Africa, and it shows that. So I don't know how it seems like everything you're trying to include, the sub-Saharan African to everything, but it doesn't have its origin in the Levant, and it's been proven. There's all kind of different haplogroups there, but E doesn't have its presence there. E's exclusive to Africa, and it states that. Let me see, because let's see,
Ben
the
Cuevas.
most African Americans, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, Ben Cuevas, you there,
Can you
bro?
hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Can you brothers hear me or no?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, Ivry,
Okay.
can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just keep in mind that there's a delay.
Yeah, okay, well, keep in mind there is a delay, so just let the brothers finish the thought, and then brothers come in. It's a whole mess in here, bro. I don't like this mess. Just one at a time. So Ben Cuevas, you finish or you want to bring something else?
Oh no, yeah, no. I was just going on that E where the E1 B1A where he's trying to include that into the Levant. I'm showing
I
from
didn't
my
say
studies
that.
it's showing it's exclusive to Central
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. Well, you were saying that E has a origin in the Levant. It doesn't. E's exclusive to Africa.
Well, I
Whether
said E
with
and
Northern
J
Africa
are
is
among
E1B,
Jews.
E1B.
Well, hold on, everybody, hold on. Ben Cuevas, hold on, bro. Avery, you there, bro?
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, hold on a minute, bro. Hold on a minute. So what Avery was saying that is supposedly that E, it's exclusive to the Middle East, which is false. I don't know if you guys can see
Not quite.
my screen. Hold on,
Exactly.
Avery. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Damn, bro. Like, you okay,
Yeah,
man?
but you're saying something that I didn't say.
Just hold on. Hold on. You have time to rebuttal, right? Just hold on. Damn, bro. It's like, do you know patience or not? Anyway, so we have a map right here. Excuse me. All right, we have a map, right? It's called World Map of Wide DNA Haplogroups, dominant haplogroups in native populations with possible migration routes. Now, what the brother was saying earlier, right? As far as the E haplogroup being, I don't know if that's the right wording that he said, but he said originating from the Levant. Now we know that is completely false, because we can see right here, according to the map, it says Middle Eastern Semitic, and then we have the letters. We have the F, G, I, J, L, T, which we know T are the Cherokee people, right? So there's no way the African haplogroups, which is E3B, E1A, 1B, and all them E's, right, that we see around here in this side of the world, which is Africa, has nothing to do with the Shemitic tribes at all. As we can see, we have the green. The green will be like the Middle East, so-called, the land of Shem, basically. We have, J2s, R1B for the Armenians, and you have the rest of the Middle Eastern Semitic tribes is mostly F, G, I, J, L, T. So there's no E, that began in the Levant at all.
So I can respond now.
And then as far as the whole Nazi, I completely agree with Jose Vega, bro. There was a lot of propaganda, bro, that was written against the so-called Nazis, bro, because we got to understand what was going on back in those days. We know that the so-called Jewish people was trying to get back into power, and so the Nazis saw the whole conspiracy against the world. They noticed that if the world allowed the Jewish people to come into power, the world will be done, right? Because we see that already all throughout the world. We see some sort of conspiracy that is taking place as we speak, right? And we know that it's not a conspiracy, but it's a fact that you have the so-called Jewish people that are in control of the entire world. You have the Jewish people that are infiltrated into the news, into the mediums of Hollywood and the TV programs all throughout the world. I mean, Univision, like, for example, within the Hispanic community, you have Univision. Univision is owned by a so-called Jewish man. Sábado Gigante, you guys know that, right? Giant Saturday, which is a famous show in Latin America, all throughout Latin America. Every single family since the 90s was watching Sábado Gigante, which they were watching TV while the Shabbat was going. So that was a Jewish man also. So I believe that there was an attempt by the Nazis, with the Germans, trying to stop the Jewish people from coming into power. So, but the swastika has nothing to do with the Jews at all. I mean, with the Nazis, with the Germans. We have many civilizations that use this symbol in different forms, and it never meant oppression or slavery or killing or bloodshed. It meant something else. For many of the tribes back in ancient times, it meant harmony and peace. Basically, for many of the tribes back in ancient times, you have the Hindu, the Hopi, the Christian, the Malta, the Tibet. I don't know of the Christian, no, but the people from Tibet, the Hopi Indians, so on and so forth. As a matter of fact, I have an article here real quick that I was going to show you. We have it says It says the Hopi and the Navajo American Indians are celebrated for their craftsmanship of making rugs and blankets. So we can see a blanket, right? A Native American blanket, and we see the so-called swastika, right? Which is for us, it's not an evil thing. It's just a symbol of the procession of two great constellations, which is the Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. They rotate around the North Star, and it creates this symbol in the heavens, bro. Literally, what this is what exactly what we see in the heavens at night. But anyways, that's I wanted to bring that out. But Avery, go ahead, bro.
All right. So to respond to what you said, I said that when it comes to the Israelites, they would have had J and E. I didn't say what y'all were saying. And for evidence of that, let me pull up this, share my screen. So the Samaritans are an example of what I mean. If you can share my screen.
What's up, Vega?
I'm just showing you
Can
how
you share my? Can you hear me?
in the 1930s, like I said, you had blacks integrating with whites in Germany.
Damn, bro.
I wasn't. Yeah, I'll probably respond to that.
But we were
minute,
taught that
I just
the Germans were
Yeah, I'll probably respond to that later, but if I'm inclined to. But I wanna.
Nice. Damn,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy. That's pretty wild, bro.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what? Can I say something?
I'll let somebody else handle that. But so can you share my screen? Hello? Okay. And when it comes to that, the Israelites would have had J because I think I was taken out of context there. And so here's what I mean. However, the biggest and most important Samaritan family, the Kohan tradition, tribe of Levi, was found to belong to Haplogroup E. This article predated the change of the classification of Haplogroup E3B1, also known as M-7 to E3B1A, also known as M-78, and the further subdivision of E3B1A-M78 into two subclads based on the research of Sergi. So that's what I mean that the Israelites would have had J and E.
Avery, hold on, bro. Let's continue to read down. When it says a 2000, leave it there, bro. I want to read the next paragraph. It says a 2000 article on the genetic ancestry of the Samaritans by Shen et al. Concluded from a sample comparing Samaritans to several Jewish populations. Who are these Jewish populations? Let's see. All currently living in Israel, representing the Beta Israel Ashkenazi Jews, which we know they're a bunch of converts. And that's what I want to get as far as the Ashkenazi Jews. So at the end of the day, like, okay, so these Samaritans, that's fine, but I wanted to focus on the Ashkenazi Jews because if that's the case, you know, we know that Ashkenazi, they're not the Jews. They're a bunch of converts. I mean, we read. But you know, we are gonna agree. We are gonna agree to disagree because at the end of the day, bro, I don't subscribe to the genetic, you know, haplogroups and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, hold on, bro, hold on, relax. Because at the end of the day, our people have mixed in many times, bro. And you know, the spirit of Jacob is gonna live in various genotypes and phenotypes, anyways. So that whole DNA, as a matter of fact, the scriptures speak about that, bro. That there's gonna come a day when the blood is gonna be cleansed. Our blood is gonna be cleansed, bro. However that goes, however that means, bro. Whether gonna be transformed into, you know, angelic beings or not. I mean, that seems to be the case, but this whole DNA is just complete nonsense at least for now. So yeah, we're gonna leave it on
Yeah,
that,
we'll have
bro.
to agree. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you were
that's fine.
done.
Like that's exactly why I said we're gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we don't subscribe to this DNA nonsense and stupidity. But brothers want to subscribe to that. That's fine. We respect that. But other than that, we are probably gonna go into the subject matter that I want to bring out for the past two podcasts, and I haven't been able to because brothers want to come in and just argue about DNA, which is nonsense. But um,
Originally, I was
Hey,
coming on here for
Ayash, can
something
I
else,
interrupt
but
real quick?
so we kind of just
yeah,
started
Ben Cuevas, go ahead,
talking
bro.
about it.
Well, a lot of books were written by Sephardic Jews. A lot of those books that they documented the history when they came to the Americas. There's one big one. He's a real famous one. It's probably the most famous book. It's called The Hope of Israel. It was written by Manasseh ben Israel, and he touched on the natives having the same culture as the Hebrews. I mean, he broke it all down in his book, but it's an old book. It's from in the I think in the 1800s. So this is a well documented book. But yeah, again, it's written by Manasseh ben Israel, and that's one of the books. There's tons of books, and one of the sisters, what's her name? The one girl from Texas, the one sister from Texas, she brought out all these books. Where I'm gonna read them off. There's one called Lone Stars of David, the Jews of Texas, because the Spartans settled a lot in the New Mexico area and in the Southwest, in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and here's another one, Deep in the Heart, the Living and Legend of Texas Jews, the history of the Jews in New Mexico. And there's tons of books. The Ten Folks, Jews on the Frontiers of Texas, the Conquistadors and Crypto Jews of Monterrey. That was the one I was interested in, because my last name goes
Are you talking about
to that
her,
region, to
Ben
there in
Cuevas, or what?
Monterrey, Mexico.
Ben Cuevas, you're
Which
talking
one?
about her? Are
Talking
you
about
talking
who?
about that sister?
Hold on. I couldn't see. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. She brought out all these books.
Is that on
She
Twitter?
brought all these books, and these were written by Sephardics.
Yeah, let me
No, it
see.
was on
Hold on.
Facebook. These are all written.
That's the sister
Yeah,
Baya,
these are all
right?
written by
Yeah, Sister Baya, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
yes,
very
yes.
intelligent.
Yeah, these are all
Bro,
written by Sephardic Jews. Yeah, these are
yeah.
all written by Sephardic Jews. These are all the books that I'm naming right offhand. Either if you want to look at them, I can't post them on there, but I
I'm
can
a,
give
I'm
you
a, I'm
the
gonna pull
name
it
of
out.
them.
I'm gonna pull them out, bro.
So I mean,
I'm
there's tons
I'm
of books.
Yeah,
Ben
I'll look
Cuevas.
into
I'm
it.
gonna pull them out, bro. You there, bro?
Yeah, I'll look at it. I mean, how much do I have to pay?
Yeah, there
First of all,
and even throughout, pay for what?
like if these are books, I'm pretty
Pay
sure they're
for
gonna
what?
like cost something.
Oh no, I don't. I think they're like $20. I don't think they're relatively expensive, but I mean, even all the other history books that are showing our people, with the Hebrew connection, it, where you got to take in mind also, all these books aren't written by our people. They're written by other people. We're not like the BHI where we're claiming, puffing out our chest, saying we're the people. People are telling us we're not boasting and bragging. All these books are being written about us. This is the accounts that the Spanish that the Spanish are bringing out. This is what they were documenting. We have no control on what they were documenting. They're documenting. They're writing these books. So if it's coming from these guys, that says a lot. You know. So it's not us saying that. These guys are the ones that are writing them. So I mean, and
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
speaks
understand that.
volumes. These guys are the ones
Yeah,
that are writing them. And but I think the most credible one is going to be that one, it's called the Hope of Israel, and this Sephardic was revered in the Hebrew community. So he's a big name, but his name is Manasseh ben Israel. If you want to look at the book, is the Hope of Israel, and he clearly states where he goes on and on in his book about the natives being Hebrew, and that's coming from Sephardic, because when they were over here, they noticed, the similarities, and and another thing is, it's like, for to come to the Southwest and into Mexico, why were they coming to this area? You know,
Are you asking me?
there's
Or
other parts of the United States that they go to. No, I'm just throwing it out there.
oh, okay.
But it's kind of interesting, that they're um they're settling in an area where there's predominantly so-called Hispanic, Latino natives, because they see, all the similar when they were here, and they documented all that. But I mean, it's just interesting that there's so many books. I mean, these books that I just reeled off are on top of the 50 plus that Jose and Ayash could just name off that they brought out, and I mean, this just adds to it, like I didn't really know about these books till the sister brought these out, and it just kind of further cements, our connection there. I mean, and again, it's not us saying it's the other people that are writing it, you know.
Let me just bring these books out, bro, for brothers that are watching right now. I don't know if you brothers can hear me, bro, but I'm showing you guys the books that sister have brought out. Starting from this article
Yes,
saying
those are
Gracia
it.
as a Gracia as a Sephardic. Can you brothers hear me or no?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. All right, so again,
we hear you.
sister Yahweh Love Israel, a great, smart sister, bro, that has been fighting the battles against Canaan, against a lot of these liars, bro. She's been with us, at least, subscribing to what we teach and so on and so forth. But she's very smart. Um, but she posted this article saying Gracia as a Sephardic Jewish surname. It says Gracia and Garcia are derived from the same name. Both are converso names, most often acquired through Catholic conversion. In the Azores, for example, almost all Garcias were originally Jews, Levi or Kohan, the priest, who were forced, as was most often the case, or who willingly converted to Catholicism. The name was taken from Father Manuel Garcia, a Spanish priest sent to the Azores, so on and so forth. So that's an article. And then she started bringing these books out. This one's titled Living in Silverado, Secret Jews in the Silver Mining
Yes,
Towns of Colonial Mexico. The other one is Lone Stars of David, the Jews of Texas, so on and so forth. And so we have more
yes,
Deep in the Heart, the Lies. Hold on, bro. Just hold your peace. The Lives and Legends of Texas Jews. It's right there, bro. Um, The Conquistadors and Crypto Jews of Monterrey by David T. Raphael. And then, we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities that are Jewish in connection, bro. Right here. They were funded by Jews, Sephardic Jews back in the day. And as a matter of fact, I live here in Monterrey back in the day, bro. But and then we have another book, To the End of the Earth, A History of the Crypto Jews of the New Mexico by Stanley Miss M. Hoarders. Marranos on the Moradas, Secret Jews and Penitents in the Southern Western United States from 1590 to 1890 by Norman Sims. A History of the Jews in New Mexico. so on and so forth. So we know that this the Sephardic, bro, a lot of them might be our people, bro, because we look the same. We look exactly the same all together, bro. But that's that on that. Oh,
Yeah, that's a big thing, Ayash. I mean, see, a lot of people don't know that, and but that, it just, yeah. I mean, it's crazy, and again, a big thing is our people aren't the ones that are writing it. These are the people writing about us.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh, my bad, Trujillo. Yeah, I couldn't hear, bro. I don't know how bad the delay is, bro. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you, Ben Cuevas. Thanks for bringing that out, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, yeah, there's tons of book. I mean, and these books just add to, the 50 plus that we already have, you know, and it just further cements our claim. I mean, and another thing, I mean, it wasn't us that brought all this out. I mean, all these, Sephardics and all these other, other Jews bringing this out because they saw the similarities, and it's crazy. But a lot of people don't know this. And then once they see this, then they're like, "Oh, okay." It's crazy.
Yeah, I get what y'all are saying, but I guess my whole thing is the DNA. Like that's my that's where my expertise comes in at.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. We appreciate your expertise on that, bro. But once again, the Ancient Watchman, we don't subscribe to DNA. We're basically gonna go through the spirit, bro, because that's what we are. We're spiritual beings anyway. So we're gonna test the spirit just like the scripture says to do so. Because at the end of the day, we're not gonna be always bodies. We're gonna be transformed into beings of light anyway. So we are not always gonna dwell in these bodies, in this flesh, in these prison systems of biology. You know, that's basically what the flesh
Well,
Yeah,
is. So
yeah. Can I interrupt,
true. Yeah,
Shamar? Well, easy. Okay, if you look at the DNA at the Q haplogroup, it goes to its origin is West Asia, Central Asia, and then you go to the scripture in Genesis 11:27-31, where Abraham was from. It's which is Iraq, which is Central or West Asia, and that's about the same. And then if you look into the all the people that are there, look, that's where our DNA has its origin. It's like, well, why, how did how did our DNA end up or start there? So that you start to wonder, and then you break down other things where you could take those people and intermingle with us, and we wouldn't even know because they look exactly like us. It makes sense how why our DNA goes to that area. But yeah, I mean, it clearly states in Genesis 11:27-31 where Abraham was his nativity was. It wasn't in the Levant. It was in modern day Iraq. So you know what I mean. So I mean, with you saying all this
yeah,
about the
yeah.
Levant, the the DNA actually is in Ur, which is ancient Mesopotamia, and that region in Iraq. So I don't know if J is in there, but I know Q's in that region also. So we start to wonder how did our DNA have its origin there, and then we're all the way over here. How, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how, you know.
yeah. I know what you
um,
mean. But
all
Haplogroup
right,
Q
brothers.
actually originated in
It's this whole
Siberia.
discussion, bro. At the end of the day, once again, we don't subscribe to DNA. DNA can kick rocks for all I care. We gonna test the spirit like we've always done. Yeah, I mean, the brothers can laugh,
Well,
but that's what
God
we
made
believe.
DNA.
Yeah, and then brothers that wanna claim DNA, that's fine. You guys claim DNA, but at the end of the day, the bloodlines of our people are gonna get cleansed, and then according to the scriptures in Corinthians 15, it says that we are gonna be transformed. So the whole aspect of the physical body, this is just a momentary time. Like we're just passing through. We're not from this place, bro. Like brothers, you guys are gonna get stuck here. You guys want to stay here in this plane of existence, trapped in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to be in this flesh like for eternity, bro? It's crazy. This flesh, it was made from the earth. It's an elemental bodysuit that we carry for now to experience this reality. Like brothers fighting about DNA, my melanin is this and that and the third, and bro, like fire is gonna burn all that at the end of the day, just like the scripture says. So for brothers
Yeah,
to like
you're
start
right. You're right.
keeping these hold on, bro. Yeah, for brothers to start keeping these claims about like, oh, like, well, DNA, well, this is me, bro. When that fire comes, bro, your DNA is gonna be for nothing, bro. Like you're still gonna get burned. Everybody's still gonna get burned regardless of your DNA, bro. So it's like, and this is part of the cleansing, like the purging of the Most High too. Just like Torah says that our bloodlines are gonna get cleansed. I don't know if I think Trujillo, I think you might have the scripture, bro. When I think in the book of Sirach or somewhere in the book of the apocryphal books when it talks about that our bloodlines are gonna be purified and cleansed, bro. So that's also part of the redemption as well, because we broke the commandments. We went and started marrying other nations, Canaanites, Egyptians, bro, Ammonites, Moabites, you name it. We basically commingle with the other nations, basically all the nations of the known world. And so you know our people became a speckled bird, just like the scripture says. So
Yeah,
but
I the only
yeah,
reason
so
that I
anything else
value
you guys
DNA
want to bring
because
out?
it's
Anything
most high made.
else you guys want to
That's
say
all.
before I get on with the lesson, with the presentation that I had? Anybody
Yeah,
else?
yeah, you can go ahead and go. The only thing I had to say, last thing I'll say is that the only reason I use DNA is because the Most High made it, and so like I kind of use everything when it comes to proving things, and I kind of like it because I've been studying it in college and whatnot. So I see DNA as something very amazing that the Most High made because it connects us all and it shows us what the world is, our connection to each other. That's why I like it.
All praises,
It's
bro. Yeah.
very very complex thing that he made. That evolution to me can't even begin to explain because it's so complex, DNA.
Yeah, I understand. I study like biology, so I know what you're talking about. Is beautiful, about the four coding system of DNA, and the four amino
Yeah,
acids, but the RNA and all that beauty, bro. I understand. I understand about the extra helix of DNA that humans have. That a lot of geneticists
right.
say that well, it's just junk DNA. Well, we know that that's not true. I've gone into that before, as far as the esoteric behind all that, like the mystery of that. So yeah, I mean, I've spoken in that many times before. But what people are bringing out is this whole haplogroups and all this other bullshit that has nothing to do with us. But the other stuff like the beauty, the genetics, like the architecture of the genes, bro, that's something else. That's like quantum mechanics already, like
Yeah,
quantum physics. So I
yeah,
understand part, bro. That's not, I'm not dismissing that, because I understand that part, bro. But that whole haplogroups, like you're this and that, bro, like stop it, bro. That's way too much, bro. But the other stuff, the ones that I just mentioned, I understand all that, bro. All the mysteries of it, and all the coding system, the 4-bit rate of DNA, bro, which it can encode more information than all the computers combined in the entire world. I understand that part, bro. But the whole
very
DNA
complex.
haplogroups, it's crazy.
But yeah, that's all I had. You can go ahead and do your presentation. I think I'm gonna head out, get a bite to eat or something.
Yeah, bro. You've been eating for the past 3 hours and a half.
I actually haven't been. I
Oh,
was waiting
there
for
it
this
is,
time
bro.
to
Yeah,
end.
exactly, Trujillo. Yeah, there it is, bro. Joel 3:21. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For the Lord dwelling in science. So how is the Most High gonna cleanse our blood? How do you clean your DNA? That's the whole thing. I mean, we know that geneticists today they're doing genetic splicing, or what would they call it? Genetic editing. They call it genetic editing. So you have now a lot of geneticists of today, modern geneticists that are trying to cleanse the DNA from humanity because they say that the genes of humanity has been somehow shut down by someone, in the past, in ancient times. Well, I know who did it. I'm not gonna say it, but it's just another very controversial subject in itself when it comes to like the creation of humanity and how humanity was created in a genetic lab, basically. So, according to the much ancient text that predates the Bible for 1,000 years. But that's another subject in itself for another day.
Yeah,
All right, I think
yeah, I
we're
think
gonna say shalom. Then.
You mean the
the
Enuma Elish?
Oh, well, Liam is back.
Yeah. I was gonna actually add on to what Ayosh said. He meant the Enuma Elish.
Yeah, I mean that, but you
Yeah.
also go back into like the 7 tablets of the Sumerians, and you have I believe the 14 tablets of Enki, and then you have other epics like the epics of Gilgamesh, much ancient writings that predate the Bible for 1,000 years. So yeah, I
Well,
mean
so,
that's part of it.
yeah, because I know like the ancient Mesopotamia. I forget what the person's name is, but like it's basically Noah. But the Mesopotamian tale is it said that he took all the DNA of all the animals instead of taking all the animals into the ark. He took all the DNA.
There it is, bro. Yeah, exactly. Like this
Yeah,
is this is where a lot of people get all trampled in and confused when they read about the story of Noah. Like, how can you put like you know thousands of species within these within this ship that Noah built?
yeah.
Now, obviously, you know that according to this Sumerian writings, it says that Siusudra, which is the name that they give to Noah, Siusudra, they call him
Mhm.
Siusudra there, which is Noah. Uh, the gods gave him like some sort of plan to build this submarine, a metallic submarine, in which he was supposed to put in all this genetic makeup from all the living organisms on this planet. So that makes more sense, and that would also make more sense because we know that the gods or the Alahayam, like the Mosai, they
Mhm.
have all this knowledge, they have all this technology, all this knowledge, bro, that surpasses human understanding. So we know that they know how to splice the gene. We know that they know how to splice an atom, bro, like just like they're trying to do over there in Europe, with the
Yeah,
collider. You know what I'm saying? So the Mosai
exactly.
has all these. He created all these laws of physics, bro. Like for this
Mhm.
world to be ruled by them, right? Those are the natural laws of this planet. Like whatever forces that we find in the physics and chemistry, it's all there, but
Mhm.
created by the Mosai, by the Alahayim, by the gods.
Con,
So these dudes,
con.
these individuals, these deities, these divinities, bro, they have more knowledge than us to the point that they can splice the gene, and that's exactly how Adam and Eve were created, bro. They were created in a lab, basically, according to the ancient writings, bro. And obviously, we know that we read in the Bible that there was a bone taken from
There's a rib
Adam.
of DNA.
Yeah, well, that's DNA. That the
Rib of
marrow, like
DNA.
so you find the most DNA within the marrow of the bones. You know what I'm saying?
I always believe like the book of Bereshit. Like I believe like it's literal, but it's esoteric. Yeah, I'm saying it's deeper than what you're reading. It's very more deeper, way deeper.
I mean, yeah, it's not that deep when it comes to like the genetic splicing, like all the symbolism of the trees. The trees
Yeah,
symbolize like divinities, peoples, and nations. So
yeah.
yeah, that's part of it.
So you believe in the whole Enlil and Enki?
I mean, there was other gods on this planet. Yeah, I mean, I do
Okay.
believe just like you have Shiva, just like you have all, for example, like literally all the mythologies of the entire world, bro. They were literally the same gods, basically
Yeah.
traversing time. When a civilization ended, they were there. They were there to establish, choose kings, and choose priests. That's why you every civilization on the planet, bro, they all have what in common? That they have kings and priests.
Priest.
Why? Because the gods were the ones that chose these priests and these kings for them to be like the face, like the ambassadors for these gods. Literally, like what is a priest? An ambassador for the gods. What is
Yeah.
a king? An ambassador of authority from the gods. And that's
Mhm.
why the Mosai basically chose the bloodlines of the kings and the bloodlines of the priests. Why? Because there's a deep connection with the priest between the priest and the Alahayim, the gods. And
Mhm.
then basically that's the same thing, the same idea in all the civilizations on the planet. So
So
there's other gods, just like, and it's like brothers don't want to understand. Like, well, no, the Most High is the only
yeah,
God. Well, yeah, he is the Most High, like the
there's other
Most
powers.
High, but
There's other
below
powers.
him, below the Most High, there's like minor gods. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And goddesses too.
So who
So,
would you, according to the Mesopotamian pantheon, who would you associate the Most High with? The Elohim
well,
of the Israelites.
I would associate the Most High with like Enki, and then
No.
Enlil will be like Yahweh, because the word Enlil is the etymology goes back to the Akkadian word, which is I think is El,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, El
Yeah.
or Allah, El is the same thing. So
And Enlil,
El was what?
I said, and Enlil was also the god of war. Was the god of war for the
Mm.
Anunnakis. He was like the Anunnakis, like a
Commander.
general. Yeah, commander or
Yeah.
general. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I associate the Most High with Anu.
Oh, you do? Wow.
Anu.
Well, yeah, I mean, and like I said, like all the
No.
mythologies of the world is the same thing. For
Yeah.
example, like within the Aztec pantheon, they have Huitzilopochtli, and then you have Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl will
Mhm.
be like the geneticist, the one that was
Yeah.
the friend with the humans. He's the one that shared all this knowledge with the humans to wake them up. And then
Yeah.
you have Enlil, which was like the strict ruler, commander in chief, like very
Yeah.
like military mindset. But that will be like, what would you call in Exodus chapter 3, when it talks about uh the Lord is a man of war. Well,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
where it goes back to. Like Enlil is a man of war. He was a warlike deity.
Oh,
So that's
cool.
why I associate Yahweh with Enlil.
Well, I associate Yahweh with and Anu, the
Yeah,
Most
well,
High.
I do the same thing, but
Yeah.
you know, it's
But I think the Most High has different aspects. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hmm. All right, man. Anybody else want to say anything else? Nope. Yes.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and get off from Yemeni and Ivory. Thank you guys for the
Shalom. Nice to meet you.
discussion.
No
But
problem, man.
y'all
Yeah,
go ahead and
nice to
log
meet
off and just listen to the rest of the podcast or the rest. All right, shalom.
you. All right,
All
shalom.
right, shalom.
Have a blessed
Have a
night.
good
May the
build,
Most High be
and
with you
I'll
and your
see
family.
you guys later. Talk to you guys later.
All right,
All
peace.
Yeah.
right, Ben Cuevas, man. Have a great night,
Definitely
man.
you
Thanks for
as
coming
well.
on, bro.
Thank you
Thanks for
guys.
sharing, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I wish I can answer all the questions at once, bro, but I can't, bro. Yeah, we're gonna go into that, bro. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to live. I know I was gonna bring out Sister Sandra Ruiz's question, whether or not sex is marriage question, right? So we're gonna go into that, bro, before we go into anything else. So once again, thanks for being patient. Thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. This is your brother Shema with Ancient Watchman. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, bro. For all those who came onto the show. Ben Cueva, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for sharing, bro. Thanks for coming onto the show for the first time, I believe. It was good to have you, bro. I apologize if I said anything else, bro, because I know there was a lot of people talking at the same time. So sometimes I don't know who's talking and who's trying to interrupt, or and I know the problem is that there's a delay in the podcast. So you gotta consider that. But other than that, thanks for everybody that came on. Ivory and the other brother. Thanks for coming on, bro. You guys have a great night. Ivory, I know you had to go eat, bro, and you might as well go eat, bro, because it's getting late. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Shalom. Thanks for having me on. We're gonna
Yeah.
head on
Yes.
out of here. All right, peace. Shalom.
Shalom, bro. Hey, Ben Cuevas, man. Thanks for coming on, bro. It was a pleasure to have you on the show, bro. It's been a long time since we talked, bro. I'm a horrible at communicating with people, bro. Because for the most part, I don't know if you know, brothers. I'm sure you guys know, but I'm an empath myself. I'm also a clairsentient, so I can sense a lot of energy like coming out from people all the time, and so that overwhelms me sometimes, bro. Like I can't be around crowds of people because I feel like everybody's energies, like whether they're sad, depressed, bro, worried, like I feel it, I sense it, bro. It's just something that I see, I sense it. It's hard to explain. So um, I barely keep up with people like as far as in touch, but your brother's always in my prayers all the time, bro. I'm always praying for the nation, bro, and asking for the Most High to like wake us up, from the slumber, bro, because that's basically what's going on. So, but anyway, so we're gonna go into the question from Sister Sandra Ruiz, and we're gonna go into the subject of whether or not sex is marriage, right? She had a question. No, it's gonna be quick. I'm not gonna take too long, bro. So, um, now this is pretty easy, right? So we're gonna read in the Torah in Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. It says, um, "If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found." Well, basically this is where they get the rape doctrine according to GMS, right? Uh, so let me see. Right, it says verse 28, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin which is not betrothed and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found, verse 29, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he had humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. See, so basically, like a lot of these dudes from some of these camps say that, see, sex is marriage. Well, it's not. Why? Because you gotta do verse 29, which is what you gotta give the shackles to the father. Why? Because you humble the woman down, meaning you had sex with her even when she didn't have a man. Or like nowadays you have certain individuals that go to like clubs, or like they go to bars and they meet a girl, and all of a sudden they spit their game, and they take her home, they sleep with her. Obviously if that happens, well, that's basically now you're gonna have to pay shackles, I mean shekels, to the father. Now we know that in the scripture basically is literally talking about rape, right? Because there's a man that finds a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and laid hold on her. See, lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found. You see, so you know, sex is not it's not marriage. Why? Because you still have to give the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, which is the law of what is that law? The law of the dowry law, basically. So this is the dowry law. So if brothers are not practicing dowry law, well, you're not that you're not basically following the commandments. That's not sex is not marriage at all, because we know all throughout the scriptures that you have to give the shekels to the father, to the parents, but you also have to go into a ceremony, basically write the testament of or the agreements between you and your wife. So sex is not marriage, right there. But we can go the longer route. I mean, we brought this out before when we went into the book of Tobias or Tobit, right? We went into the book of Tobit, and let me see, there it is. There it is. Tobit chapter 7, verse 13. It says, "Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and he took her by the hand and gave her to be wife to Tobias, saying, Behold, take her after the law of Moses, and lead her away to thy father, and be blessed." And he blessed them. Verse 14. And he called Edna his wife, and took paper, and did write an instrument of covenants, and sealed it. You see, verse 14. So if marriage is gonna take place, bro, it's gotta be done in in accordance to what our ancient traditions were, which is what the dowry law, writing the instruments of covenants, meaning the agreement between the wife and the man. Right. Well, exactly, bro. But Trujillo, exactly. But the whole point is that that's exactly what's going on today. So basically, you have a lot of these dudes basically sleeping with these women in the bars, at the clubs, so on and so forth, and none of them become wives to that man. So all these basically is a bunch of whoring around back and forth, left and right, bro, in the bars, in the clubs, bro. Almost everywhere you go nowadays, bro. There's really no virgins nowadays, bro. It's crazy. It's sad. Like me, like I wish I would have kept my virginity, bro. I kept it until I was 22. I was 22, I was a virgin, bro. But obviously, I couldn't resist, bro. So I broke it. But the whole point, bro, is that our women are supposed to be virgins when they go into the marriage chamber, right? That's exactly what we read in the next chapter, bro. When they went into the bed chamber. See, in verse 8, Tobit chapter 8, verse 1, it says, "And when they had supped," meaning when they had the feast, they ate the food and the tamales and whatever food that they were eating. "And when they had supped, they brought Tobias in unto her," you see. And as he went, he remembered the words of Raphael and took the ashes of the perfumes. Well, this is another subject, but yeah. So you have they were in the bed chamber, they sent their prayers to the Most High, and then they seal the marriage with sex, which is when the man went in onto her, she had to bleed in order to show to the parents that she was a virgin, which is a token of virginity, right? That's what we read in the Torah. So sex is not marriage at all, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. Anyways, bro. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, bro. I'm tired, bro. I just want to rest. Anything else, brothers, want to say? Vega, anything else you want to say? Vega, you there, bro? Anything else you want to say? Nope.
Yeah, I'm here.
But anyway, bro, we're gonna close it out. But I wanted to bring this out. It says after a third large quake near New Zealand, tsunami concerns rise from South Pacific to Central America. Apparently there was a quake. I think it was 8.1. Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah, so there was a quake in New Zealand, bro. But people are freaking out, but not thinking about the earthquake that is gonna come to this planet eventually worldwide, bro. Just like, and they actually show it in these movies, bro. Like that you watch these movies, like for example, you got that movie, what's it called? 2012. Yeah, there's that movie 2012, bro. Where they show these destruction through an earthquake, bro, worldwide. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna do the closing time music in a minute. Anybody else want to say anything else, bro? Before I close out, any more questions? I know that Sister Sandra had a question. I hope that was sufficient when it comes to whether or not sex is marriage. All right, everybody, we're gonna sign out, bro. Nobody has any questions. Nobody wants to say anything, bro. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. Once again, it's your brother Shimon with Ancient Watchmen. We'll see you on Monday night. Smoke. Obviously, I was gonna bring out the subject of social engineering with the whole dark winter from Joe Biden. But I'm tired. Everybody's leaving, so we're gonna close out. But once again, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. For those who came onto the show, bro, thanks for the comments, thanks for the love, thanks for the likes, bro. Share our videos if you like what we post, what we share, what we speak about. Once again, any questions, brother, you brothers can ask on the chat room, bro. Shalom, everybody. You guys have a great night. Have a great weekend or great rest of your Shabbat. We'll see you around. Ben Cuevas, Trujillo, Pequeña Outcast. Thanks for coming on. Stay strong, bro. Stay guarded in the mind. Guard your spirit, also your energy, bro. With a lot of these demons out there, bro. A lot of these crazy individuals, bro, with agendas. So, other than that, shalom. Have a great night. Peace out. All right, everybody. Once again, if you guys have any questions, let us know, bro. If you want us to talk about a certain subject or cover a biblical subject on our channel, let us know, bro, so we can actually prepare a lesson for it and bring it out. I also send the invitation to brothers that want to host the show, bro. You guys are more than welcome to host the show, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just us, bro. So anybody else that wants to take over the show on a Monday or a Friday night, let me know ahead of time so I can schedule you in, bring you in and let you speak your piece and bring it out to the community. Shalom, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming on. Once again, I couldn't bring out the subject of dark winter or the geoengineering that's going on in the world today, but I might speak on Monday on it. Depends whether or not we have guests and people that want to come and debate their cause or argue with us. You know how it goes. Shalom, everybody. You guys have a good night. We'll see you around.